Good evening, welcome back everyone. I missed my intro there, but yeah, welcome back everyone. We're back again after a quick break, but you need Toby, Christian, and Pixel. Good evening. Sorry, no Pixel pipes in this one, or no, at least no 3D rendering, as far as I know in this game anyway. Hopefully everyone's doing alright tonight, back again with another retro game. And I was in the mood for a real-time strategy game for reasons. I don't really have the reasons, but I kind of wanted to. Is there an echo? Or you're just saying it to be funny? Or do we have an echo? Sorry. Hopefully not. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Is there an echo now? Try that again. Take two. There we go. I was messing with sound capture things because I added another device into the chain because I figured it wasn't, it wasn't complicated enough, so I added more devices. You Mac Boy? Welcome, I'm Bruce as well. So what I did was that normally I captured the game audio directly to my motherboard, and, that's only so good as a motherboard. In most cases, it's pretty noisy. It's been fine streaming. But when I've been capturing stuff, I've had like a buzz in the background, and that's understandable. The motherboard is not very isolated and, shielded and whatnot. So I actually plugged in a second audio interface, and I think as I was messing with all of that, I added too many sources. And right now I'm capturing in to a second audio interface to get a cleaner signal from the game capture. And I'm assuming when I was doing that, I hid a whole bunch of stuff, and then I actually hid a duplicate entry of the microphone. So let me check the other sources too. Should be good there. Action cam is reporting in. Also appears to be good. Alright, I think we're good. Anyway, so there we go. Testing live. Anyway, welcome back everyone. Wouldn't be a stream without a little bit of technical difficulty. But I am a huge fan of real-time strategy games from the 90s. I think that's been pretty apparent. We have played many of them on stream, and Command & Conquer is near and dear to my heart. And there was just an assault of games like that with different like real-time strategy games from the late 90s, right? When people were trying to emulate or copy the success of Command & Conquer and Warcraft 2. At least those I consider to kind of the gold standard. And there were so many games, and a lot of them looked similar. So, sorry to hear that, Pixel. Hopefully you feel better soon. Hopefully it's not too bad of a one. There's a wide variety and ranges there of how you can impact it. Some people have nothing, and some people are basically hospitalized. So I know that can run the gamut. So hopefully everything's all right. As far as like real-time strategy games, there was many that I was aware of, and it's funny because KKND that we're playing tonight, which is the Crush, Kill, and Destroy, on the surface, it's extremely Command & Conquer-like. I mean, if I do this here, and you just glance at the pictures here, I mean, this looks very Command & Conquer-like. I mean, almost to the point where it's like a clone. And I think that's the reason why I dismissed it a little bit back in the day as well. But from what I understand, it's quite a solid and stands on its own kind of RTS, although it is pretty clear where it takes inspiration. And I actually happen to be, since this is in 1997, this game came out, and as we have streamed in the past, I do have the Swedish PC Gamer from 1997. I actually found the review of this game here. Full Control. That's their tagline there. You get 90% out of 100 they gave this, saying that it's definitely a Command & Conquer, inspired game, but it improves on so many things from Command & Conquer Red Alert with the amount of, like, creature comforts in the game and how you play it and graphics and all that stuff. It's just basically kind of like, good enough to stand on its own, but kind of a better Command & Conquer, if that makes sense. And it still has full motion video stuff and a whole bunch of stuff, too. So, yes. Christian, is that what you're... Hang on. There you go. Is this the action game of the year? MDK. And also, yeah, there's Crush, Kill, and Destroy right there. They could have done that, Bruce, if they forced it a little bit, you know. I've seen worse stuff like that. So here's the thing with KKND. I have not really played it much at all. So I know that several people mentioned earlier here that they're well aware of the game. It's one of their favorite games and everything like that. So I don't want to misrepresent the game. To my understanding, there is some smaller pieces with FMV, or at least video clips showing your briefings. I don't know it has full screen, full motion videos. We'll find out. But yeah, again, I have not really played this game at all, so I feel like I'm going to do the disservice for the people that really like it. So, and that's the thing. There's so many of these games similar to this from this era that, to me, I was buying almost every RTS that came out, and all the expansion packs and all the bundles, you know, those little, like, you know, collection CDs with maps and stuff. I was buying a ton of those back then. But after a while, it becomes, you can't buy them fast enough, because by 97, there was just a new RTS coming out like every month, it felt like, with, you know, wide range in quality. Some were really good from what I've seen. This game is really good, actually. And to some that were just not as good. And, you know, it's kind of like a gamble, basically. And eventually, I couldn't afford to buy every RTS coming out because there were so many. There was a huge boom of that in the late 90s. So we're going to fire up KKND. I think that... I actually don't know that it created a... I think you can actually just run the auto run, and that's enough, so autoplay. So we'll see how the game capture is now. I have tweaked it, but if it's too loud, too quiet, let me know. We are running this at 640 by 480 in the Windows mode, because this actually supports Windows 95, even though it is a DOS game. And it does kind of like what Command & Conquer Gold does, and plays it at a higher resolution in Windows, so... And there's... I can't turn off the interlacing here, because it's just, that's how it scales the video, right, to make it fit the full screen, and it's just interlacing bonanza. Yeah, I know that's probably not going to come across great on the stream, but it's there anyway, so yeah, it's one of those things, like, would you people, what do you mean you people, would you notice much of, like, the audio difference here? Probably not, but for me now, it's important to me to do this as good as I can. So right now, yeah, you're listening to the game capture through an audio interface as opposed to directly into my motherboard. So I'm not sure if that shows up in the action cam. There's right down there. So this is my microphone one. And down here is the audio interface I use then for capturing. So I'm actually combining the left and right channel into stereo. So
the War of 2079 had no...
Oh, 2079. It wasn't like, you know, 2015 or whatever.
Scuttled to safety underground.
As I understand the general premise of this game is that there was this huge, horrible war, and mankind in general went underground to survive, and the people that stayed on the ground or up above on Earth, really,
over 60 years have passed. And now
basically mutated and turned into freaks, and that's who you're fighting, the sort of two factions. Then the humans come out again to fight, and then they get, like, completely annihilated, and they retreat back underground to regroup and get more resources. So it really feels like a more polished Command & Conquer to me, and that's the vibe I get. But also it's 2 years newer, right? And you look at games like this, and everyone's kind of expecting full 3D and all that stuff by then, and that wasn't really cool to make, you know, flat 2D strategy games anymore. Crush, kill, and destroy. Yes, exactly. At least in 2079, so... The benefit I have by having the audio interface now is that I can hard adjust the volume a little bit with two knobs, left and right, so that actually makes it easier. Okay, because I've heard about Dominion. That was the other one I was really curious about as well, because I saw other people mentioning it, that it's also kind of cut in the same vein. So I'd like to check that out too. As said, I have a real soft spot for RTSs of this era, especially when they align so closely to the Command & Conquer formula, which we're going to see here. I mean, it's still its own unique take, but it's definitely, as we're playing it, it doesn't shy away from where it's borrowing. It definitely feels like the Windows 95 version of Red Alert in many instances. Yeah. And that's the thing, too, is like how many... I mean, I didn't have enough purchasing power to just go buy every game, right? So I bought the big releases that I really wanted. But then these that were kind of like, you know, maybe not as popular or maybe, you know, one of many, I, you know, had to make a choice, and often I didn't buy. This one I grabbed. I bought it at VCF Midwest a year ago, which is happening here within less than a month. I'm going to go again here, by the way, and I'm hoping to pick up more games. But yes, I picked this up last year directly there from someone I know, actually. They were selling a whole bunch of big box games, so I grabbed a few from them. So, oh yeah, the demo discs were great. I mean, that was an awesome way to experience a lot of games when really you couldn't buy every single one. But having a demo disc was like Christmas, because they were like, oh, here's like 20 games, you know, and many of those games you may not play much anyway. So, yeah, there isn't any options or anything. Sorry, no, you know, 3D graphic settings here. This is running a 640 by 480 and upscale, of course, for your enjoyment. So, and like exactly like Command & Conquer, you can play as different factions. We're going to play as the Survivors today, which is they had the 2 factions. Let's see, the video is not really doing what I wanted to here. All over the place there anyway. Evening Lone Wolf Nico, welcome. So yeah, we're going to play as the Survivors, because sure, why not?
This comm system seems to be holding up. We'll use it from now on.
Yeah,
Well
so this is your
done,
briefings.
Commander. You're young, but you've proven yourself. It's time for a real mission.
So it's really neat that they do that, of course. I mean, it's got to have that full experience, right, with the FMV stuff. And it's sharp. It looks really good compared to the video quality from 1995, because, I mean, there's a 2-year difference in the 90s. It was a big leap. The game doesn't take itself too seriously, if I understand. The storyline and kind of the characters is all a little tongue-in-cheek in general, so... Yeah, double-check the video size here. Oops. Sorry, the settings reset there, so stay on by 1 second. I think that's probably good. So yeah, what you're seeing there was just dialing in the face variance of for a analog signal, because that can determine if you get like basically stripes and stuff in the video. So if that's not set correctly, it can look pretty bad. So, all right, ready to play the game now, I think.
Yes.
And there are definitely no Command & Conquer influences here at all. So, okay, there we go. And I will say it has a very sleek, clean interface, and I think that kind of taken in a vacuum, the game looks really, really good. But then, like, was it really a tired concept by then? You know, maybe. Yes. And I also think the soundtrack is pretty cool, pretty rockin' too, and not as iconic as Frank Klepacki's industrial rock from Command & Conquer. But it's got its own style to it. And I love these detailed environments, too. They look really good. Yes. But how would you stand out, right? Because, I mean, again, there's no question that this is a very... Yes, they have bow and arrows. We have assault rifles and machine guns. Shotgunners? One of the things that I've read about this game above all, and I'm not sure if anyone here has played it, is that the AI is actually pretty good here. You know, in many other games, even touts it on the back here, on the box, how good the AI is. Experience the best AI in real-time strategy. Units gain experience, use ambushes, and retreat. There's 3D environments, not real 3D, but height differences that make an impact on how well your units fight and everything. And, I won't say it was a requirement at this point, but it certainly was an expectation there was more advanced than just your standard stuff. And it's got really detailed pixel artistry here, too, I think. Yes. But, It reminds me a little bit of Dark Rain. We did stream that, like, probably a year ago now, if not more. But it also reminds me a little bit of that. It's got very nice, crisp graphics. And it kind of takes that real-time strategy formula to its, you know, natural evolution. Although that game came out a little before this. That was 96, I think. Oh my, I didn't see the other group of people there. We'll see how well this goes. Not saying I'm going to actually, you know, progress in this game. I guess we'll have to save, and it wouldn't surprise me to reload a couple maps, because every time we played an RTS, I managed to, like, just get wrecked or go the wrong way, right? If you don't know where to go exactly, that can make it, more challenging. It's a guy riding a... Is that He-Man with a shotgun? There we go. Hopefully the audio is coming across okay now and everything. No echo, no, problems with the game capture. Oil options, okay, that's nothing. And it's got a pretty sleek interface compared to what's probably a little cluttered. And from what I understand reading about it, it's just a general streamlined RTS experience. So not sure if I should be fighting all these. I guess we'll see if we have to replay the first mission. Yeah, probably not a secret, or probably heard that before, that I really vastly prefer the maps where you're just building a base. The ones where you have to... I guess I just have to wreck everything, so... Where you have to, like, move across a map like that. No, StarCraft did that a lot, for example, which might fit in the setting.
Reading this, Commander? Good work dispatching around one of those.
Good work.
I love that smell.
Which, it can be a nice difference in just the levels, but I vastly prefer the levels where you're just building a base. Like in this case here, I'm sure this will be like just build a base and, you know, eliminate survivors.
And gather 5,000 resource units. Then, damn it, the freakers broke through early. Get to the outpost. We'll fill you in further when the heat is off. General, out.
It's a twister, it's a twister. Is it really messing around there every single time? There we go. It's resolution switching like crazy, and it's resolutions that this particular card doesn't always enjoy. Buildings. Power station, I think. Yes, is the map or radar? This is not a good place to build. Is that just building? No, I guess it's just building by itself. What is this unit?
Ready. Yes.
Derek.
Yes, sir.
Construction completed.
Construction completed.
Okay.
Oh, they destroy right in here. I think we have to find some oil. I think we actually... What did we play this on? I think we tested a demo, maybe. On one of these cover discs from PC Gamer. It might have been it, but... I think I remember there's an oil resource. Yep, right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Derek. Go do your thing there.
Ready. Alrighty then. Yes, sir.
That's the question. Does this stand out enough, you know, to make it an interesting experience? Hey, you can't just...
Yes.
Come here and fight me. Can I... Nope. Man, they went right for the resource harvester. Pretty clever.
Receiving. Okay. Yeah, our tank is under attack. Alrighty then. Receiving. Alrighty then. Yeah.
Ah, they're, you know, quote-unquote playing smart there, but they just went right for the resource harvester.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty then. I'll take it.
Yeah, it really is. Doesn't it? It has the vibe almost like a modern interpretation of like a Command and Conquer. Oh my goodness, Command and Conquer style game.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
There, we eliminated the ones we need to. Oh my goodness, more units coming. Can I build anything to help me with the... Let's gotta collect resource units, I guess.
Receiving. I'm there. Consider it there.
Again, we have machine guns, and they have bows and arrows. But again, I like the pixel artistry. This is fantastic. You can't zoom in or anything, I think, no. What was the, Oh, we do have options here. Okay, nothing. Mission briefing. Protect the outpost and build a power station. Don't let any buildings. At least 5,000 resource units. Okay. So there's a few trips there, and that's it. It's just learning as you go. Didn't get much training, though. It just kind of threw you right into the combat here. Basically, yeah. And this is the, like a war-ravaged post-America, I suppose. I know I talked about RTSs before, but do you have any, do any of you have any favorites as far as that goes? I mean, I know I did that kind of little clickbaity thing on Twitter with Command & Conquer and Warcraft, but I always have a soft spot for the Command & Conquer series, obviously.
Yeah, I'm there.
But I wasn't sure if other people have any other ones that they really like. I know Age of Empires has been mentioned several times.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, a fantastic series as well. My goodness. Do I? Was it StarCraft? I feel bad for not remembering now. Oh, yes. That is a neat one, too. Is that the one where you kind of gene splice together a whole bunch of, like, different animals and stuff? Like, take that, supreme power or higher being. We're gonna genetically manipulate. That's right. I've always wanted to check that one out, too. AoE 2. There's also one, I mean, obviously we have to stream this one sometime, too. Yes, Gender Wars. The well-known... Where's my mouse? There it is. The well-known RTS, where apparently you fight between two genders. Because, you know, that's the thing. I never tried it, but I saw it when we took the trip to DC here a few months ago, and it was sitting on a shelf. Whoops. Come on. Was that...
Yes, sir. Yep.
blocking your path here?
Ready. Yep.
They can't move out of the way for that. So much for that super smart AI there. The scroll speed is pretty choppy there too, but...
Yes, sir. Consider it there. Yep, I'm there. Receiving.
And they're just after that resource harvester. Can you repair anything here?
I'm listening.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Yeah, Supreme Commander is really good as well. It's just a natural evolution of the total annihilation style. And they also, one of those games that just, it's hard to manage because there's so many things going on in that one. Do we have enough resources yet? No, one more haul.
I'm listening. Yep. I'm listening.
Fortunately, they're not attacking me directly much. I didn't realize it supported a second screen, huh? I never tried that. I may have to do that. And that's a game that's like, it's just really well made and solid, and I think it's just not necessarily flew under the radar, but it wasn't nearly as popular as Total Annihilation or the other ones. I think it was popular in that sense. It was a... oh, okay. Where are you going there?
Receiving.
Path is not great there. I will say the raiding parties that the AI is sending here are pretty
Yes, sir.
substantial in size. They're not, you know, small potatoes, so... Although, then again, they're not... They're so intent on attacking my base, they're not really doing anything except just wave after wave of men. I don't know what it's with the RTS genre in general that attracts me so much. Not very good at them, I wouldn't say. I played quite a few of them, but there we go. But, I don't know, it's just a top-down view, and the usually pretty cool pixel artistry. Not saying that the 3D ones are bad or anything.
Okay. Commander, I'm at the base you just built. we're happy that you've organized the building of this place, but it's kind of about to be under attack. It's not our fault. You understand? We just weren't keeping an eye out, I suppose.
There's a mammoth.
We're supposed to keep every building standing. Maybe you should be in charge of that.
Possible career option: incompetent infantry, landmine finder, gas mask tester, live organ donor. Well, yeah, they're having fun with that.
Receiving. Yes.
Oh, I can build units now. Thank you. Machine shop. Yeah, we need that. How much oil do I have? Nothing.
Receiving. Alrighty then. Moving.
A good question. I mean, there probably are. There have been the Under Killing Moon series. There was a revival recently, Kickstarter of that one.
Ready.
That's probably the one that I can think of immediately. That is similar. Where'd my infantry guy come out? Oh, SWAT's the guy with the shotgun then.
Yes, sir. Moving. Ready. Moving.
What was my mission briefing here anyway? Protect all buildings, don't let any fall. Okay. For how long?
Yes, sir. Alrighty then.
Does this have a finite amount of resources in there?
Ready.
I feel like I have less units than I did even before in the last mission here, even though it's in the same spot. There they are.
Ready. Receiving. Okay.
Yeah, I feel I should boost my defenses first there. They're sending a lot of units. Evening Suka, welcome. Oh my goodness. Get them up behind handed to me here in the like 3rd level.
Alrighty then. Reporting for duty.
Our raid's under attack.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Ready. I'll take it. Consider it dead. I'll take it. Ready. Alrighty then.
Good lord.
Okay.
Ah.
Consider it dead. Reporting for duty.
Our raid's under attack.
Consider it dead. Ready.
Is there any like
Yes, sir.
way to repair?
Moving. Reporting for duty. Righty then.
Our raid's under attack.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Oh, I know the rig is under attack, but I don't know how to repair it.
Ready. Reporting for duty. Yes. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
There's so many enemies coming in. My good word.
I'll take it. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Oh man, sorry.
Ready.
Hope your toothache's better here soon.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Consider it dead. Alrighty then.
There are like waves here to deal with. What's going on?
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Ready. Yes.
I'd build a machine shop, but I don't know that I can spare the credits yet for that. Just trying to crank out some units.
Reporting for duty.
Whew.
Reporting for duty.
Is there any way to repair here?
Reporting for
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look in the manual because I have the box here. So I'm gonna look and see if there's a quick way to repair anything, or if that's a unit or something, because that would be really handy if I could. There we go. We have an actual little guide here. No, that's how to install it. Never mind. Specific system issues. Compact, gateway, Packard Bell. Creating a boot disk. Windows 95 users. Well, that could come in handy. Alright, we have a shortcut here Plundering the land, oil resource units, and you. Airstrikes. Fixing by creating a repair bay. Fixing vehicles and animals. Building guard towers take damage from unkind enemies. Either technicians or mechanics, but I don't have technician or mechanic yet, so I cannot repair it.
Yeah, moving.
Don't have enough power.
Reporting for duty. Alrighty.
Spawn more overlords.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Yes. Reporting for duty.
Trying to get some units out because
Reporting for duty. Ready.
man, when those assault waves came in, that was pretty quick there too.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
No
Yes.
difficulty settings in this game to save me. Annoying that the every time it switches there. There you go. Yeah, better stay on the right side of that one. Machine shop, power station. Everyone's sick apparently, so
Yes. Moving.
hopefully everyone gets better soon.
Receiving. Yes. Yeah. I'm there.
There.
Receiving. Moving.
Difficulty is yes. Yeah, we'll see. I need like another full load of oil or slash resources here to construct a machine shop. Assuming I can build vehicles after that, so I'm gonna try and do that. Hoping now that my little army here is enough to hold off any attackers. But it was difficult to keep track of all the RTSs that were coming out around this era, even 97. But then I feel like they slow down. There were so many like random clones. I don't want to do any particular game like a disservice by calling it a clone either, but there was a lot of RTSs in this particular generation. You know, basically after Command and Conquer and Warcraft and Age of Empires had successes. There we go. Now we got some shotgunners there are really effective. You use shotgun blast. It's super effective. Guy on a motorcycle. Look at that. Little particles there flying. That's cool. Oh, not power station. Machine shop. There we go. Ammo. Yeah, that's right. I haven't played those really at all. We should stream those at some point too, because there was one like pure RTS Star Wars, wasn't there? We did play the Star Trek one, the New Worlds, which was an interesting little bit of a different spin on it. And then so there was Battlegrounds, and there was another one, Force Commander, right? And they had different types of focus, like they were construction completed. Pick up. Ooh, dirt bike. Sweet. Remember the rad dirt bike. That's right, yeah, there was quite a few different RTSs then, so I know some of them had a little overlap and not necessarily straight up just, you know, building units and whatever. Oh, there was also a new one that just came out, or at least had a demo, I think, on Steam. I forgot what it was called, but something came out that was hailed as like, here's your modern Command and Conquer. I forgot what it was called, but I gotta check that out, because it's right up my alley, of course. Oh, okay. Man, the units build fast.
Reporting for duty.
We'll build a couple dirt bikes. Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Hopefully this thing doesn't run out of oil. I feel it's gonna here at some point.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Receiving. Yes.
That is super effective. Too bad about the follow-up or the problem that might come after. Does this show any oil resource there? Was it? I can't keep them all straight even, because even as you get into the 2000s, there were so many of like the different RTSs coming out, and it was hard keeping it straight. At least I felt it was.
Yep. Yes, sir. Moving.
dirt bike. Yes, Rise of the Nations 2 is another one. My goodness, there were so many. Every time I think like, oh, I know about those, then I forget about them. But I am drawn a little bit to these like 90s ones that have like the pixel artistry. Like, I do like the 3D ones too, the ones that are vector based and not vector, but yeah. Oh no. Jeez.
Yes, sir. Ready.
They really hated that truck.
Receiving. I'm there. Yep. Alrighty then.
Ooh.
Reporting for duty.
That's the thing. I can't remember the ones that are kind of like hybrid, if you will, because there's some that are like, I can't say I've played all of them, but you think like Homeworld, right? That's, yes, it's a 3D RTS. And other games like Sins of the Solar Empire, which is kind of like a 4X/RTS mixture, where your tactical combat is real time, but it has a much grander scale, and a lot of it is to do with empire management on some level.
Reporting for duty.
We got enough
Yes, sir.
units here now. We can probably start moving around. And I said the AI was really good, but he has clearly decided pathfinding he needs to get past this. Just walking right through it. I know, that's neat there. I'll put a few more shotgunners there and it will fix itself. Eating banana, welcome. Don't forget to smash that like button.
Ready. Moving.
No, but I don't do the YouTube, like, do all these things, but, it does help, for sure. Discoverability, I think, and all that stuff, and, the metrics must go up. I will say I am working on the next video. It is in full production now. That was delayed quite a bit due to real-life events, but nothing bad, just real-life being busy. But I did record all the A-roll yesterday. I need to do a lot of B-roll shots now and do some more stuff, and the video should be coming out here in the next couple weeks. My goal is to have the video out fully before VCF Midwest, so it will go live before that is my current goal, and that is in 2.5 to 3 weeks. I don't know what you said there, Banana, but I agree with every part of it.
Reporting for duty. Ready. Alrighty then.
Did I just select my building too? Okay.
Alrighty then.
See, which one is the resource meter here? I don't know. Oh. It's hardware. It's definitely hardware. It is machine specific, if you will. No like rare thing or anything like that, but it's a machine centric video for sure. Nothing rare.
Receiving.
Like, oh, I found the 1 out of 1, super rare device. Like, nothing like that. It's just a fun little video. Of course, very nostalgia fodder for me in general, but that's all I will hint. Otherwise, I just tell her what it is. But it's pretty funny, too, because I was talking to Super yesterday about it, too. Yes, it is very random retro. I have had some parts collected over a while, and I wanted to make something nice with it. But man, they're just walking around at a shotgun fire there. The swamp units are pretty effective. Crank out some more units. I just want to have more units available. I was shooting A-roll. What I usually do then is that you see in the videos, as I'm doing A-roll, right, I set up everything and I sit at the desk and I film myself talking from teleprompter, and that's kind of how I get all my voiceover in the video. And I lay in a whole bunch of extra B-roll on top of that as needed, and cut away and whatever. That's kind of like been my base design for a full video. And when I say full, the other content creators here know what I mean. And the full video as in, I took the time to make a full, like, scripted A-roll, B-roll, research, etc., versus like kind of like an off-the-cuff video. But I did that, and I learned my hard lesson that I should spot check my focus and stuff, because my Panasonic GH4 that you're watching right now here, it does horrible focus hunting. I can't set it on autofocus because it will just hunt endlessly. It does not lock on very well. So I set it to manual focus. And what I do usually then is that I hold up a thing where I'm going to sit in the video, and I focus on that spot, and I lock it there, and then I'm good. So then I did that, and then I filmed a whole bunch of stuff, and then I'm like, I should check my focus is correct before I continue, so I know that my shots aren't wasted. I've done that before, where I filmed for like an hour, come back, and it's all out of focus. So I did that, and then I spent like an hour and a half filming, because it looked good. And that was me doing multiple takes, talking to the camera, you know, rewriting some stuff, and just kind of doing all that stuff in multiple takes. And then I sit down to copy it all to my computer, and I look at it, and it's like, it's all out of focus. Like, so when I did the focus check that one time, my camera resets its focus, because it's a Micro Four Thirds, so it's not a hard lock focus ring. It's like a soft focus, if that makes sense. It's all done in software on the camera. And I'm like, ugh. And it's like past 11 o'clock at that point. So I now had like, I could use the voiceover from sections, which is fine. Certain of those pieces will be used. But all the on-camera stuff I did there for over an hour of video is just basically worthless. I can't use it because I'm horribly out of focus. Not even like, you know, oh, we'll pass. No, I'm like blurry. So in my pure anger and being ticked off in the situation, I just rigged up everything again. And, oh, you got the win. Okay, there we go. And I rigged everything up again and re-recorded everything I needed in one go, basically, with no retakes, because I just wanted to get it done. So, I got it done. And interesting enough, I actually...
I'm just gonna take my ATV around to the
Waiting will connect to your standby program a little basic number we all know and love. Temperate nonsensical number. Nonsensical number. Loop. Well, they sure have fun with that. Broken, can't fix, not ready, thank you. So, I have actually a monitor. It's a 4K small monitor I put on top of my camera that actually shows me. And it actually has focus lines on my camera that shows you what's in focus or not. But of course, I was in such a hurry to keep recording, I didn't look at it. My goodness. Freaking resolution switching is killing me here. And so even though it was so far away and I couldn't really see it, it looked okay to me on that small screen on top of my camera that it looked I was in focus. But then, yeah, I didn't look at it. Now, when I redid it, you learn the hard way, and I looked at the focus lines. So basically, that's like a little, it's like a orange shimmering what's in focus to show you, to make that easier to understand. And I wasn't paying attention looking for that. So now I know. Next time I will. Lesson learned. The hard way again, so. Yeah, there we go. I get it, Mike. It's difficult because once you've done... What's this guy? All-terrain vehicle. Dirt bike.
Yes, sir.
What's the objective on this one in here? Locate him and bring him home. Alive. We should save. I'm not sure if we saved. Did that save? Yep. Moving.
Alrighty then. I'll take it. Okay.
They probably were right there, Pixel. Things get cyclical and people like... Now you look at like, do you remember this thing from back then? And I mean, that's kind of how we do it as content creators sometimes, so... It is a bit of a difference because some things I do, one thing that some of you probably saw was that I just built this device here. If I can find my mouse here. So this is a GBS control, and the case is very nice, although I managed to snap it, so it's got all the tapes there. I'll remove the tapes you can see inside. But I just soldered this all together, which is the you know, basically a off-brand scaler, or more or less based on the GBC whatever scaler device, which is pretty poor by itself, but then when you put a custom chip on it, it becomes a really handy 1080p scaler. It's really good, and you know, it's not going to be a one-to-one for like, you know, Tank 5X and stuff like that, but it can run with the open OSSC and things like that, and the parts are cheap. Doing this on camera with soldering would take 10 times as long for me. Not saying I couldn't do it, but I wanted to take this challenge by myself, and I just had some music on in the background, had a soda, and just slowly built this thing, and it was really enjoyable. And there's something to be said for working on projects like that sometimes. Sometimes when I build a machine or do something retro, I do it completely for myself because it's actually relaxing. Because filming it, like the people that do that know, it's a whole other ballgame. It can take a very long time to film something and make the video from that. And it can, you know, sort of take away the experience sometimes for the stuff that I really want to do. I did buy a solder sucker bandana. Read that as you want, but it is a small fan with a carbon filter that actually takes up, it actually takes away the fumes very effectively. And that, I realized as I was soldering there, just holding my breath, and it was just fuming right across my face. Like, this is probably not a good idea. Yeah, and sometimes, yeah, exactly. If you're a soldering ace, you know, then, you know, whatever. It's one thing, and I might make a video at some point. I'm getting more comfortable soldering, and it's been a kind of a personal challenge for myself to be able to do the mods and stuff like that. You know, Brian, you helped me before. Very appreciated, but I'd like to know how to do it myself now. I did the Pico Boot mod by myself on the GameCube, right? So, there we go. Yeah, I do have old TVs. I actually have old monitors too, and the thing that comes into play there, it's a little difficult with space and stuff like that. I said I have that small thing, and I have thought about having like something to hang or like a TV I can pull in that really shows me too large. The screen I have on top of my camera is about as large as the camera itself, so yeah, it's not super clear. It's just one of those, like, checklist things, like, you know, white balance, lighting, focus, color balance, or white balance, I already said that. Making sure I use a little color card, so I can use that for color balancing later on and stuff like that, and making sure I do all those things to make it a clean, proper capture, making sure my audio recorder, my lapel mic is recording, you know, make sure the levels in that are correct, and you miss one of those things and it can ruin an entire take or a shot. So there is that. Once you do an actual video and commit to making it, it's just so many different things to do the checklist. And not saying that just rolling a camera and talking to it is fine too, but it's like I set these own personal barriers or goals around it. So I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy it when I've done a good job with audio, video, presentation, all that stuff, and you're sitting editing it and making it into a nice video. It's satisfying because you created something, right? But I've done the raw just videos too before, of course, and even parts of my videos inside of there are, you know, raw takes. You've seen them many times, so it is bow and arrow that car to pieces. I feel I'm not using my units very effectively here. Is there a cat here? No. Yeah, really. Bruce, you're not wrong. That sort of thing has almost happened. I have and that's the thing, as we talked a lot about with cameras, is that cameras kind of, when you do a white balance lock, they can do processes differently, because different cameras use different software in them, right? And I have like a big white gray thing that you're supposed to like focus on. And for those not familiar with it, the white balance is how warm or cold an image is. And the idea being is that you do a lock on that, so that way the camera's not auto-switching it as, because you put a hand in a shot, like right now it's auto. If I hold up a white piece of paper, it's going to change the color balance. When I'm filming, my camera's moving around so much, I want that lock, because I don't want it to search around for that. You know, I do that lock, but then even in post, then when I'm editing, it just doesn't look as blue as I want it. So that's what I do, is I hold up the color card so I can actually just white drop on one of the squares on there. And that way, I don't have to. That's a huge 4x4 there. Don't take many hits, though. But yeah, that's what I do. I basically put a dropper inside a post, and in DaVinci Resolve, you can just drag a little thing to white balance, and boom, that shot is white balance. Once you have it white balance, you can then copy that adjustment to other shots. So that way you can just do one, like, here's the card, and I can just copy that onto other shots, and that saves time, so. Yeah. This is a lot of units. It feels like this is not going to go well here. I guess I can bait them out a little bit here. Never mind. Oh. Oh, I'm screwed.
Consider it dead.
Well, the units can take a lot of hits here. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you know, you're your own worst enemy with this kind of stuff, right? I don't know that my audience would like, you know... Most people don't nitpick like that. That's my own personal thing. And wanting it to be basically perfect. Well, it ended up really good. I just restarted it. That's convenient at least. Alright, let's try that again.
Alrighty then.
Where was that guy? Yeah, this game I'm noticing is just brutal, and it's kind of difficult to hear in the beginning since there's no adjustment or anything. Maybe they figured if you're buying this RTS in 97, you're already an RTS expert, so... I feel the AI, the enemy AI, is really focus firing, too, on the units that are hurt. I had to find the guy, right? A scout has gone missing while mapping the area. Locate and bring him home alive. Okay.
Moving.
Yeah, I can with the hotkey. It doesn't put a number on it, but it works. I think this game pretty much has all the stuff you'd expect from an RTS as far as grouping goes. I think
Receiving.
you cannot unit select the same type of double-clicking. Yeah,
Receiving. Yes.
not perfect.
Moving.
So yeah, it is, you know, an art form in that sense, right, to just get it just right, but it's just a personal drive and wanting to make it really good, like the captures and all that stuff, right? I like having as close to pixel perfect as I can. Just make it as good as I can with what I have, right? So
Okay. I'll take it.
it's like, again, most people aren't going to notice, and it's fine, but it's just it's a personal goal for me, I suppose, to take all the stuff out that might be kind of like a sharp edge as far as the capture and whatnot and production goes. So I'm very obsessive over like getting the right lighting and the right color balance and all that stuff. And yeah, lighting is always so freaking difficult. There's never enough light, especially with this particular camera. That's one of the things there's several weaknesses with the GH4 that I have, and that's that it has horrible autofocusing, and it's really difficult to get a good lighting. It's very poor lighting and light. So you need a lot of light. And I thought about getting a faster lens too, but then I got to worry about depth of field too. So it's just, I don't know. And it's, again, it's diminishing returns. Like if I spend another $1,000 in equipment, it's not really going to change much in my production. So I hope that big group at the end there is not guarding that. So many enemy units just hanging around. Be up here, maybe? If I knew where this was, it would be quite easy, but... I'm there. Yeah, exactly. This thing, it's all about what your own goal is, right, and what you want to achieve. And I keep adding stuff and buying new things, and it's hard because, like, you know, I feel like, you know, it's hard not to judge yourself against the people that do it full time or are basically professionals, right? You look at LGR, and he's got a very good equipment setup, but it's honed to that point over years of trial and error, right? Look back at his early stuff, and it can be pretty rough. And then as he learned the tricks of the trade, he added more stuff. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I want to keep improving all the time. You know, eliminate the hits of my background in the capture, get better lighting, you know, whatever. And the reason I do that is that I was obsessed. Oh, there he is. We found him. Save. Yeah, exactly, with the ISP. Don't jinx it. So the reason I stream in 1440p is because if you upload in 1440p or higher, you basically get the better codec from YouTube. And really, it only takes, with the AV1 encoding now, it only takes 10 megabit up. 10 megabit up is not usually that crazy if you have decent internet. It's not, you know, absolutely crazy. Oh, good lord. Scout a sniper by chance? So many units here. Well, they're going after him, so that's helpful, I guess. I can just kind of bait him in here and get him wrecked. It's worked so far. Is that it for now? Yeah, that's the thing. I have a gig down, but then, yeah, right now we have actually 100 up. So when it's stable, I mean, it's been great, but... Oh, here comes the big horde. I'm having better luck staying in my ground like this, though. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Whew. 4K takes a lot of space. It's almost ridiculous. And any given video now, with as much like B-roll and extra roll and captures I take, I mean, it's, you know, 70 to 80 gig per video, if not more, right? So, which, I mean, storage is cheap, but it's all just handling it, copying it, all that stuff. It takes so much extra time, but I don't know, I feel it's worth it, because when I look at one of my videos that's they're encoded in 1080p on YouTube, it just, you know, it doesn't look as good as I want it to, especially when I'm doing these, like, trying to do, like, pixel-perfect captures. Sorry, Pixel. Then it's kind of disheartening to see it get mushed by the algorithm or by their encoding. Goodness. Yeah, that's kind of what it comes down to. It's like again, I enjoy the challenge and making it as good as possible, but HDR can look really good. I didn't really think too much of it until I got my ultra-wide supports HDR. Not fantastic HDR, but better HDR. And seeing it in games now, it makes a pretty big difference with a good panel that go with it. Okay, where am I bringing this guy? Seems like waiting there was indeed the trick, because that helped a lot to reduce their horde. Hello, Foil Fresh. Precious Killers and Destroyers, indeed. I'm not sure which one we're going to be here shortly, but hopefully... That's a pretty neat feature. You hold the right mouse button and you actually drag the map around. It's actually more convenient than scrolling on the edge, almost. Okay. It's funny, on our TVs are just, you know, standard TCL, whatever TVs, but they do support HDR, and, you know, they do a fine job. Now, would they be as good as, like, you know, an OLED or whatever? Probably not, but unless you put it next to each other, then, no, you're going to see the difference. The TCL we have down here is, like a 55-inch, and it's been a real trooper for many years, and it's pretty cheap, too, so... I'm there. We have to go down here, maybe? Assume this is the road, then? Wait for someone to, like, run in from the back now, but it seems like all the AI eventually just attack you or run after you, so waiting for them to just walk on you seems to be a better strategy than walking around attacking them. Is this where you need to go, by chance? Oh, there's a big X there. I wonder where he needs to go. I'm there. No, you're not. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Roku TVs, because the interface is really good. I think Roku works fantastic as a built-in. It's kind of become the thing where now any TV we buy for the family pretty much has to have Roku as the operating system on there, because it just works so well. Got a commander.
Got it, Commander. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like for a basic TV now, it's just they're so cheap.
Receiving.
Because what you get is like compared to TVs, you know, way back, which when flat panels were pretty new. I mean, we paid like over $1,000 for our LG back then flat panel, which was, you know, a really good TV and it lasted many years, honestly. But now you spend like, you know, $300-400 at most and get like a really good, 50 plus, you know, TV that will do just about anything.
Receiving.
Yeah, the thing is we, with the Roku on built in on the TVs, that's been really useful so far. We only have one Roku stick, I think, so used with a really small TV for my daughter, so
Receiving. I'm there.
she's watching in her room once in a while. I don't know, we're progressing in the missions at least, so it's still a cool game. I mean, I think I would have enjoyed this a lot back in the day if I'd actually given it a fair shake or known about it. Whoa. I like the little tongue-in-cheek stuff going on, too.
Thanks for saving the scout again. He's
You're
being
welcome.
Taken by the ear to the retraining center. Now, to the mission at hand. We
Yeah, and that's the
discovered
thing, is like you can
things on the
really
ruined highway
get
north
that
of
kind of stuff
Ruined
cheap
City.
and easy.
We want you to ruin them a little.
Mutant occupation, yes, and thank you for asking. Stream of meaningless numbers imminent. And a supplementary number.
Their little freak town. They'll be ruined the day they source. Ruin. That's
Ouch, that was hardly worth waiting for.
Never mind.
Have we time for some puns we came up with? Oh. The music is certainly getting a little repetitive now.
Ready. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Yes. Alrighty then.
Yes. How much oil do I have? Quite a bit. Ignition? Ooh, I can repair now.
Receiving. Yes.
I'm definitely going to crank out some units here because I've learned the hard way that we need some units, otherwise we're kind of screwed early on here.
Construction completed.
Construction complete.
Reporting for duty. Moving.
These flamethrower guys?
Yeah. Reporting for duty. Moving. Receiving. Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Reporting for duty.
Uh,
Reporting for duty.
yeah, that's the thing too. Bluetooth is a little Wild West, I feel like, because there's so many different like standards on it. It's like levels, and there's almost no guarantee that any particular Bluetooth is good, right? So
Reporting for duty.
we need the machine shop.
Reporting for duty. Ready. Alrighty then. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
The one thing I realize this game doesn't have is a radar, right?
Moving.
This is an outpost, isn't it? Outpost, machine shop. Yeah, there's no radar in this game, at least not yet.
Construction completed.
Construction completed. Can I build another, yeah, let's see. Can I build a harvester yet? No, they come with the outpost, I guess. I guess I can build another outpost here. Or not outpost, but the power. Let's do that because... Oh, there they go.
Yes, sir. Moving. Alrighty then. Receiving. Alrighty then.
Wish I could build some walls. I want a turtle, but I can't. Turtling here. It's got to build a lot of units. I do like the shotgunners there, the SWAT dudes. They seem to do quite a bit of damage.
Construction completed.
Their range isn't quite as good. There we go. Now we got two of those. Probably to find another oil rig like that or oil deposit. I'm not sure which one it is that makes it run out, but
Receiving. Moving. Reporting for duty. Yeah. Yes. Receiving. Alrighty then.
bulk train vehicle, and Derek. Probably spit out a dirt bike here so we can go explore.
Yep. Yes. Reporting for duty. Yes.
Some riflemen out there too.
Reporting for duty. Yes. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Anyway, yeah, with Bluetooth, I was going to mention, I got to focus on the game there now too, but with Bluetooth, it seems like there's so many, like, pretty poor, like, transmitters and receivers for it that over time, different devices have used them to, you know, poor results, unfortunately. It's kind of like a Wild West of it. So I can build a repair bay now to fix this units, I'm assuming, so.
Receiving.
Build another scout.
Moving. Yeah. Reporting for duty.
Can I...
Ready.
Oh, I can't zoom to it, though.
Yes, sir.
A bit of a bummer. Oh, it's a huge scorpion.
Alrighty then.
Nope.
Alrighty then. Yeah. I'll take it.
That's a massive scorpion. Ooh, good thing we have flamethrowers.
Okay.
They probably hurt themselves, too. Seems like flamethrowers always do that.
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
You guys can help, too.
Alrighty then.
No?
Moving.
Appears to be the spot we should stand is right here. Did I lose my motorcycle? I got one,
Yes, sir.
one more here.
Alrighty then. Ready. Alrighty
I really like to build some turrets. That's the thing that I kind of want here. Because in these games, I love turtling and building like a strong base, but I seem to not be able to do that here.
Reporting for duty. Alrighty. Reporting for duty. Moving.
Let's see if there's any more oil to be found here. Otherwise, just crank out a
Yes. Alrighty.
crap load of units, I guess.
Moving.
I wonder why I miss a scorpion. I miss driving around on a motorcycle.
Alrighty then. Reporting for
That game Days Gone or whatever. I don't think there's any huge scorpions in that one, but
moving. Moving. Alrighty then. Yes.
driving around. There's no fog of war either. Like, well, I mean, yeah, there's this one, but
Moving.
once you've discovered the area, it's permanently discovered.
Duty. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
For Pete's sake.
I'll take
Go attack.
Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah. Reporting for duty.
The scorpions are not fun. They're hanging out at a long distance there.
Reporting for duty. I'll take it. Yes, sir. Moving.
Reinforce here.
Ready. Yep.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Moving.
Him carry.
Ready. Moving.
Really? Oh, alrighty then. I see.
Yes, sir.
No, alrighty then.
Moving. Alrighty then. Moving.
Oh, scorpions are attacking.
Yes. Reporting for duty.
Ah, scorpions.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I mean, really?
Reporting for duty. Okay.
Man, those scorpions are brutal.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
That's what I read about this game, is that there's no single unit that's just like the most powerful one that just can wreck everything. Probably should build a technician or two, I guess. But, I mean, come on, AI.
Okay. I'll take it.
Protect it a little better, please. I had turrets here, like every single like assault here is wrecking my entire force.
Consider it dead. Yep. Consider it dead. I'm there.
And now our
Receiving.
well force area is decimated. Yeah, this is all 2D, so I'm sure just the S3 were just doing the it's the awesome one, of course, doing all the work here.
Receiving. I'm there. Yep.
I need something longer range. Real stupid, like.
Consider it dead. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Nice, I can just set them to unlimited. Just keep pumping out.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Receiving. Moving. Moving for duty.
Keep building an army.
Reporting for duty.
Nice.
Reporting for duty.
Infinity units. Oh, whoops.
Moving. Reporting for
Drive!
Alrighty then.
I'm just heading to Sturgis.
Alrighty then. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
sorry, biker dude.
Reporting for duty.
You'll be missed. You served an important purpose.
Alrighty then.
Just exploring part of the map. Will you make it out alive?
Alrighty then. Reporting for duty. Alrighty then. Moving.
Aha, you made it out alive.
Duty.
Maybe I'll build a repair bay then.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
There's no power either.
Yes, sir. Moving. Ready. Reporting for take. Yes, sir.
Oh no, biker dude made it at home alive, but then he died.
Okay. Reporting for duty. Yep. Reporting for duty.
We are building
Duty.
infinity units.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Yes. Ready. Reporting for duty.
Construction completed.
Reporting for duty. Receiving. Reporting for duty.
Okay, we should probably turn off the infinity there now.
Reporting for
That's pretty cool. It lets you do that though.
Reporting for duty.
Oh,
Reporting for
crud.
duty. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Good lord. So I'm trying to keep up with chatter, but it's an intense game.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna press the attack here because they just keep coming for my
Yes.
stuff constantly. So
Ready. Yep. I'm there.
ah. Evening, Brett. Welcome.
Yep.
Hunting scorpions.
Consider it dead. Okay. Receiving.
God, the scorpions are awful.
Moving. Okay.
They have turrets. That's not fair. Oh, they're gonna wreck this completely.
Alrighty.
Yeah, look at the scorpions. They're just completely annihilating my units.
Okay.
Ooh, my goodness. There goes that. Man, how big of a force do you need her to get in? You got it, right?
Consider it dead.
Oh, he don't got it.
Ready. Yes.
That was a very, very large force that just got wrecked. Rickety wrecked.
Our tank is under attack. Ready. I'll
I
take it.
really wish I could build a turret. That's what I want. Does the outpost have guns by chance? No?
Yes, sir. I'll take it. Ready.
Those scorpions are just awful.
Receiving.
You shouldn't be here.
Moving.
Go back.
Moving. Ready. Yes. Yes, sir. Moving.
Those scorpions are just horrible.
Okay.
God, they do so much damage.
Alrighty then.
Can we actually make a dent here and maybe take out one of these turrets?
I'll take it. Ready.
Don't think so.
Yes.
I don't really have any heavy units. They're all just like
Yes.
buggies.
Moving. Reporting for duty. Reporting for
Almost had him there. I have like no tanks, it's just a lot of machine guns.
ready. Moving. Reporting for day.
Apparently need even bigger army to
Yeah, reporting for duty.
eat this one. If it weren't for those scorpions, this was really wrecking. Look at that. I don't know quite what to counter them with.
Moving. Reporting for duty. Our tank is under attack. Reporting for duty.
Alright, Sukra. See you later. Hopefully, feel better soon with your eye there and everything. Or not eye, but just your everything. Yeah, I think this is going to be a reset on this level here. Just not quite sure how to produce enough units here to fight them off. Put a backdoor into their base that way, I guess. And I direct all my resource harvesters, so I'm pretty much screwed here now. Alright, we'll restart this mission, because that's kind of like a loss there.
Yeah. Ready. Moving. Yes, sir. Moving. Alrighty then. Receive. Yes. Yeah. Moving. Receiving. Reporting for duty.
Yeah, again, you gotta crank out a lot of units, because...
Reporting for duty.
Not that one. Oh, you gotta actually place it.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Forgot about that. Yeah, we may have to end up cheating at some point, so...
Reporting for
That's what I'm not sure. There's no way to funnel it. There's no, like... I wish I had, like, a wall or something, but I haven't found one.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Construction completed.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Moving. Reporting for duty.
Just want to crank out a crap load of units. I'm not sure if technicians help heal.
Yes, sir.
If they can only fix, like, buildings and stuff, so... So there's no other choke point here at all. There it is, but
Completed.
then you're kind of stuck down here when they have the high ground. It's over Anakin.
Yeah. Yes. Reporting for duty.
Yeah,
Reporting for duty.
and even then, the problem I have here now is that I have nothing that has long range.
Sir. Reporting.
The
Reporting for duty.
scorpions, they can fire pretty far away and they hurt like a mother effer, it seems like.
Construction completed.
And that's what's really, really hurting me right now.
Reporting for duty.
Build some sweet, sweet dirt bikes, I guess. Maybe they can
Receiving. Yes.
keep up with them. It feels like I don't have any rock, paper, scissors thing to stop the scorpions.
Moving.
'Cause they are really just wrecking my units badly. And they seem to do splash damage too, so they're really, really powerful.
Reporting for duty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I tried to do that too. But and even just with the machine gunners, it takes so much, like,
Yes.
damage to kill them too, so... What I might do is send a little army this way sooner rather than later. Just to get that going.
Reporting for duty. Receiving. Alrighty then. Reporting for duty. Yeah.
Because I can't really figure out what rock, paper, scissors scenario or situation I should be using here to
Reporting for duty.
counter. Like, I really want some sort of heavy
Reporting for duty.
artillery or cannon or something, but all these are just machine gunners. Just tons and tons of machine gunners.
Yes, sir.
They don't seem to do quite as much damage on those scorpions.
Yeah. Reporting duty. Receiving. Alrighty then.
Try not to disturb them there, but I'm thinking if I go on this side here, it's not as much.
Reporting for duty.
No, none, at least so far. The only other building I haven't built right now is the repair bay, but it gave me no extra options or anything.
Alrighty then.
Right now, I'm basically taking the approach of just cranking out units as fast as I can.
Moving.
Just, overwhelm them with numbers, I guess. But then their AoE attacks there from the, or splash damage at least, from the Scorpion is just really,
Ready.
like, knocks out so many units at the same time. If I could just build some turrets, then I'd be happy, but I don't have any turrets, and that bothers me, because they have turrets, and that's not fair. I want a turtle.
Ready. Moving.
My favorite things to do in RTS is build up a really strong base defense.
Ready. I'll take it. Okay, take it. Okay.
It seems like the flamethrowers are the...
Moving.
Oh, come on. I gotta babysit the units, too. They're not even attacking.
Okay. I'll take it. Okay. I'll take it. Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. That's Jim Carrey.
Moving.
Turtle, turtle, turtle.
Yes. Reporting for duty.
There's some sweet dirt bikes in there, too.
Reporting
Why
for
not?
duty. Reporting for duty.
It seems like the flamethrowers are
Yes.
the kind of like anti-unit for the... because they really did a lot of damage to them.
Yep.
So that might be it. However,
I'm there.
they don't give me the option to build any, so... Oh, mouse is wigging out.
Receiving. Yes.
So, I mean, I see how maybe this game... I know some people, really think highly of this game and hold it in high esteem, and I can see that for sure. But at the same time, it feels like it just flew under the radar. But there was a sequel, too. And there's also a KKND Extreme, which I think just... Extreme! It's kind of like, kind of like a patch version and extra content. And then KKND 2 as well. Which, yeah, they actually got a sequel. Which is still 2D, I think, compared to then looking at Dark Rain. Dark Rain 1 was 2D like this, and then 2 was full 3D. Spitting out units as much as I can.
Reporting for duty. Yes.
Yes.
For duty. Yeah. Reporting for duty. Reporting
Huh,
for
he's got duty.
Reporting for duty. Ready. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Moving.
'Cause, yeah, last time it was like... I had a huge army, well, I thought, and yeah, they got smoked, so...
Receiving. Alrighty then.
Maybe we just need an even bigger army. But then you always had a challenge, like, how do you get the units far forward enough that actually can make a difference?
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're kind of like slowly grinding them down or whatever as each wave gets killed. So, evening, David. Welcome. Yeah, they're just wrecking them with those freaking scorpions. It takes so much damage. Also, they explode for reasons. God, those freaking scorpions. Look at that. Yeah, KKND. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm trying to just figure out how to win this map because I can't, like... Yeah, these scorpions just absolutely destroy my units, and I can't figure out how to counteract them. Just wreck them.
Consider it dead. I'm there.
And a technician heal my guys, maybe? Is that the extreme version, I'm gonna guess, right? don't suppose you can heal anyone. No. You can just repair buildings.
Building under repair. Yes, sir.
Yeah, healer.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Reporting for duty.
Like, at least money counts pretty quickly, but I can't, like...
Construction completed.
Yes, sir.
I go repair.
Reporting for duty. Ready. Reporting for duty.
Ooh, nice. I always loved that as a kid, too, in Command & Conquer. And you saw the little, like, units moving around and stuff. And
Reporting for duty.
yeah, I don't have anything else I can build. Again, if I could build some turrets or something, that would be awesome. But I don't have it. And they just slice through my army like nothing.
Reporting for duty. Yes. Ready. Yes.
I'd probably leave one of these units up here. A lot of money.
Ready.
Building as fast as I can.
Receiving. Yes. Reporting for duty. Yeah. I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah, GOG is nice because you can move it around, so, ooh, there's another one there, too.
I'm there.
I mean, it's fair, too, a game that, you know, it's only a few dollars is still only a few dollars if you're not playing it, right? So,
Moving. Receiving. I'm consider it dead. Alrighty then.
I think at least on the north side there's no base, so that helps. Oh, this is actually just a... Okay, so this is basically just a war of attrition here to get more resources. So I'm building another oil derrick.
Receiving.
Hi, Derek. I'm gonna build that there, and then just basically crank out as much as I can.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Okay. Receiving. I'll take.
It does seem like bum rushing the Scorpions help.
I'll take. Yes, sir.
Oh, good lord.
Yes. Yes. Receiving. Reporting for duty.
Get those Scorpions.
Okay.
Scorpions have to be priority 1. They are just awful. The rest don't do nearly as much damage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, once the Scorpions are knocked out, I think that's gonna have to be, so...
Yes.
Whew.
Reporting for duty.
I thought GOG was Polish, or right? Or it was... GOG came from the, I'm gonna say... why am I forgetting words? From the, makers of Witcher, right? Can't build over here? Can I build an outpost then? No?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. At least on the north side here, I know that they're going to run out of units eventually, so... I don't have to worry about that, because there's no production up there.
Moving.
Exploding Scorpions. I wish I could build something closer there, but I guess it's not going to matter if this one runs out here.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So we're going to keep cranking out units.
Receiving. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Is that a waypoint or anything?
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
No?
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
So it's just going to be have to be one of those, like, walk in there and just freaking get slaughtered, basically. At least the economy is running pretty well here right now.
Reporting for duty.
Ah. That's the cool thing with GOG, right? Is that, yeah, you buy it and you own it. You can move around as much as you want. There's no DRM. It will run offline, and it's a great way to get games on XP machines and stuff. Usually just copy the installer over,
Yes, sir.
you know, run straight up. So I do that quite a bit for gaming, for some of the streams. So
Ready. Alrighty. Reporting for duty.
where did those guys come from?
Reporting for duty. Reporting on
Doesn't matter. Get the freaking scorpion.
Reporting for duty. Consider it dead. Ready. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Okay. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
You go back and get repaired.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, they just...
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Consider it dead. Reporting for duty. Consider it dead. Okay.
Still coming from that
Moving. Consider it dead.
scorpion.
Consider it dead. Okay.
Yeah, they have to be the priority, it seems like. Getting my forces to actually attack, too, is... And there goes almost everything I built up. Good lord. No, I think that's just the normal speed as it starts chugging when you get enough stuff going on.
Alrighty then. Receiving. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Yep. Reporting for duty.
Whew.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I don't think there's any options. Maybe there was game speed. No, mouse speed. That's it. No other options.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I don't know what other strategy to use here because it's just
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
like a
Receiving. Alrighty then.
bike and drive around here and take a look.
Alrighty then. Reporting for duty.
Yeah, if I could build like walls or just a network of turrets or something
Yes, sir.
to really protect
Alrighty then.
the soft areas.
Ready. Moving. Yes. Yes.
More oil here too.
Yes. Alrighty then. Moving.
That's the only resource available, and I mean I've got enough to.
Yes.
Guess I can build another power station, but they all seem to be going for this one anyway. I can't build them any closer. I'll crank another derrick here.
Yes. Yes. Moving.
I like turtling, and it's like I wish I could, but I don't have anything to turtle with.
Construction completed.
Construction completed.
Reporting for duty. Yep.
Yeah, Derek, go do your derrick thing over there.
Receiving. Alrighty then. Moving.
I got enough resources, really, but
Alrighty then.
they just keep coming to this one.
Yes, sir.
Can I set them to go to a different one?
Yep. Ready. Yes. Yes. Yep. Alrighty then.
Any secrets up here?
Moving. Yes.
Oh, look, another base.
Moving. Alrighty then.
And Scorpion Den.
Alrighty then.
Is that one that I can maybe take easier down here?
Moving.
Yeah, I think we're gonna knock that one out first.
Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Yep. Alrighty then. Receiving. Consider it dead.
Scorpion Massacre. God, Scorpions are brutal. And their range is horrendous, too. I think this is going to take out my entire force here now.
Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. I'll take it.
Frickin' Scorpions.
Okay.
like the Scorpions exploding, so... build all the things. Oh, our little army won against their little army, I guess, but... Die, Scorpion. This is not the winds of change. Get it? No. Well, that took care of most of our units. Because that one's going there. I think I might send a raiding party down to this little area down there. That might help to reduce the pressure with the freaking Scorpions at least. So we're gonna collect a group of units here now and quickly try and get there now before her rebuild. So I'm glad I could oblige. Johnson died in a line of fire. What happened? He got spit on by a Scorpion from 100 yards away. I really wish I had some heavy units, and grenades, mortars, anything. That would really help. There's freaking Starship Troopers around here for bug killing. Alright, you guys are gonna be Scorpion Assault Team 1. Yeah, like keeps saying duty.
Yes, reporting for duty. Yeah.
I can't whistle it probably. I'll get freaking demonetized for. Your rig? Oh. This then? Probably their resource gatherer, so we can probably... Oh my goodness, so many units. That can maybe make a dent in their stuff if I can knock out their resource gatherers, I guess.
Our rig's under attack.
Oh yeah, there's their resource units. We're gonna take care of that. If I can. Might be one of those games where you just gotta, like, multitask. Not my strong suit in these games. I get too many things going on. That's why I like turtling, because you can build a nice, strong base that can defend itself, so... no such luck in this one. I'm gonna fling it around a lot here, because there's so much things going on at the same time. Oh, they have grenades too? For crying out loud. Basically, it seems like the survivor units here have just a crap load of machine guns, and that's kind of their thing. If I knock out this base here, at least I can reduce the pressure a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Really? They're staying there taking the abuse.
Yes, sir. Yep. Consider it receiving.
Yeah, so this is a little mini base here, so let's knock that out. Any freaking Scorpions. They're ignoring me. Okay, fine, just knock out.
Our oil supplies are low.
Really? They are not moving at all there from attacking those.
Receiving. Moving. Yep. Ready. Consider it dead. Yes, sir.
Whoa, that exploded. Good thing it hurt none of my guys. Not today. Okay, now we're making some progress here. I hope. Also, hello, Derek. I didn't get a chance to say it earlier. I'm so focused on...
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Ready. Yep. Consider it dead. Reporting for duty.
trying to just survive here. How could they build there? There's no other buildings here. I guess that'll pop up there. No more scorpion pens. Ah, scorpions. Alright, I'm gonna build it again. It's enough. Building, no builder. Or builder, no building. Is that out? Why are you... Go there. Moron. Alrighty then.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hopefully that reduced the pressure now. I don't see them coming again in that same area.
Our oil supplies are low.
Yep.
I know. Trying to oil it up. Yeah, this is definitely one of the more hectic RTSs I've played. Not saying that, you know, again, I'm not very good at these games, but usually you get a chance to, like, really build a good, solid base defense, and then that's it. But it looks like destroying the other base just kind of knocked him out there a bit.
Yes, sir.
Not going to complain too much, but I can't get up on this ridge here to destroy their resource. Yeah. Sort of. I'll take that with a grain of salt. I don't doubt that the person who testified about it is 100% convinced that there is that. But unless they've seen it firsthand, I'm still going to take it with a grain of salt. I will always be open to changing my mind, but... I don't know. It's like, speaking under oath doesn't always assume that it's real. It could be that, you know, the person who's testifying under oath, it believes it 100%, so... Just my 2 cents on it, but... Alright, I think we're making progress right now. I think we should save. Yeah, they're just completely shut down here, it seems like. That's the thing, it just feels... I don't know. If there was actual, like... evidence or whatever, then fine. But besides just a hearing where they talk about there being evidence and they're testifying that they saw the thing, then I don't know. It's hard to take that 100% seriously, so. Yeah, they stopped sending units completely now and knocked out the other one. Oh, they're coming out with another Derek. They're focusing on rebuilding that. Well, there will be no oil well here. Can I get a unit down here to shoot that thing? No, I can't get that close. You think that's going to work in your favor here? I'm just going to drive around here. Whoops, sorry guys. Whoop, I'm just going to drive around here, no problem. What? Hey! So it was just literally brute force level here, where I would like to think or hope that there's a tower or turret or something coming up here at some point.
Ready. Yep. Yes, sir. Yep. Receiving. Yes, sir. Moving. Ready. Yep.
Hi, boys. I'm back.
Yep. Yes, sir. Moving. Ready.
Like nothing in this base here now. You sell everything? What's going on? This explodes quite well when it... Oh, there's scorpions right in there. Yep, those freaking scorpions. Whoa. There we go. Yep. I loved Independence Day. I just gobbled that movie up when it came out. I thought it was so cool. So I bought into all the hype with the big ships and everything, and it was just, I don't know, it was a really cool event. It's weird, just like it freaking pivoted here now to just wreckage. And it would be nice if I had something that was, really? That would have been just ridiculous. You flew a crop duster into the alien mothership to blow it up. Yeah, this is their main base, obviously, so... I think I disrupted their economy. Because they just aren't producing any units anymore. So I'm assuming I just wrecked all their... Oh, you get props for the explosions. They are proper and big there. What's that thing? Doesn't matter. It's broken now. So you really would have taken when everyone else was flying F-18s with the, at the time, latest technology. He would have just flown in with his freaking crop duster. That sounds ridiculous. Not any more ridiculous than the rest of the movie, I guess, but... So that's the most ridiculous part, being the Apple talk to alien technology. The last building? No, there's one over here, isn't there? But I gotta scout around and find all the units now. What was the mission briefing here? Destroy all mutants on their base. Yeah, destroy everything. I just gotta scout around the whole map to find everyone. I haven't seen the movie in years. I think I saw Mars Attacks one time on VHS. And that was pretty much it. What the ah! You have a mission. Anything down here? Nope. I guess he got his Derek all along. I will say you sure build units fast in this game. Oh, that turret's complete, isn't it? You got this. Master Chief over here, staring him down. I suppose. Aliens in the context of space, right? Alright, we need to go on a patrol up here now to wreck everything up here too. stubborn enemy here.
Receiving. Alrighty then. Moving. Moving.
But he has no oil derrick, so he's not really producing any... He's not getting any funds, so...
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. Ready. Moving. Okay.
He had enough money to build this stuff, though. That's not really confused. Where did it come from? But it's not, still not making any units. I guess the AI was only so smart.
Receiving. Okay. Yep. I'm there. Yep. Yep.
Alright, here we go. Main force is here now.
Ready. Consider it.
Let's shoot at it with our machine guns until it explodes. That's when you think about Starship Troopers, that is not like a... yeah. I find it pretty funny when people are reading Starship Troopers as like, you know, like they're dressed as space Nazis. They're literally like freaking... I mean, they're the fascists. That is like the whole point of the movie or whatever with Vanderhoef or whatever, like talking about like, you know, arrogance, you know, whatever. And
Flame window, Commander. This is our newest weapon, the Flame ATV. Go anywhere.
Flame
kill
ATV. I bet the Flame ATV is very effective against scorpions.
Commander? I do.
Marshmallows
That's why
cookable
I'm
per
sending
second.
out 2 forces,
Incoming sales
leaving our
pipe.
base vulnerable. One force has drawn out most
More than
fleets
just a
from
killing
the
machine, it's a
fleet.
way
They're
of
out,
life.
but they'll be back soon.
I mean, I like all the fun
Powered
stuff there.
right up,
Driver's side
destroy
airbag,
their 4 oil rigs and the surrounding buildings
stereo
and
radio,
back to where you started.
or when radio
There
stations are
are losers,
reinvented.
Commander. We're taking a big risk. Good luck out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, and then people might be reading it as like, you know, oh, they're the, you know, they're not really the good guys technically in that movie at all, so. Okay, what's my mission briefing here? A survivor force has drawn mutants away from their camp. They will not be gone long. While they are away, get into their camp, destroy their 4 oil rigs and the surrounding buildings, then return to where you started. Oh boy.
Receiving. Alrighty then.
Okay, so we have some flame tanks now. Hopefully they're very good against,
Ready. Alrighty then.
Hans. Are we the baddies?
Yes. Moving. Okay. Receiving. Okay.
Am I hurting myself with the flames? I bet I'm hurting myself. I love that with units. Yep.
Okay.
They're gonna roast themselves. Yep. I can't micromanage that. Frickin' hell.
Yes. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah. Alrighty then.
Turret.
I'll take it.
Oh no, there goes the stream. It's been good for so long. Hopefully it's back here in a second. It was buffering there.
Moving. Alrighty, I'll take it. Alrighty then.
Well, it was good until I roasted my own units with it.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Moving. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's very effective against everything, but yeah, I'm kind of hurting myself doing it. Blammo.
Yep.
Whew, what the explosion.
Consider it
It's onto you.
Yes. I'll take it.
I don't want any of these things building units.
Ready.
Yeah, they went all in on the explosion there.
All
There's
right.
the oil derricks we need to wreck.
Receiving.
I think I just got your joke there earlier, Derek. Sorry, I was so focused on that level. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
I'm very smart. If you're still here. Flame and oil, I hear, is a fantastic mixture, and we should encourage the use of flamethrowers next to open sources of oil. Seems like that is a winning combination.
Alrighty then.
Clearly, I'm winning by burning everything around the oil.
Moving.
It is very bright on the CRT here, no doubt. See if I can do the action cameras, you can see it if it shows up. There we go. Whee!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
Okay.
It's the future, and they've lost a lot of technology. It's the best they can do. I will say, at least there are no, like, you know, annoying, like, units coming out of the buildings when they explode. That's the thing that always was annoying in Command & Conquer for me, is like when the buildings explode, a whole bunch of little guys come out. You have to explode them too. I think that's the last one, so this is a pretty simple mission. That's all there is. There we go, now I gotta return. Yep. Well, that was pretty easy.
Alrighty then.
Compared to the last mission, which was brutal, grinding one, I really, really hope they give us a turret or something, because I'm afraid of doing any of these, like, build a base and just, like, win thing in this game with, as absolutely, the wreckage brought on by the, scorpions.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw a turret. I don't think I need to kill it, though, so I'm gonna dodge it.
Receiving. Yes. Alrighty then.
He's like, can you come within range? I'm over here. Please? It's like when you do those mounted gun things in FPSs,
Yes.
and you
Moving.
are wanting to shoot more and can't, so... Yeah, that's true. Bang, 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 and you just run around like crazy.
Yes.
Boy, that was it, then this was a very easy mission by comparison. We can outrun these guys.
Yes.
Do I even need to make it with all the guys? I can just... Oh, we're gonna get you. I think their sidecar is like independently bobbing up and down too.
Receiving. Yes, I'll take it. Ready. Moving.
You chose poorly.
Alrighty then.
I guess a certain amount of forces have to be there, or all your units, I guess, so never mind.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. Yes, sir. Moving.
Run!
Alrighty then.
Yeah, so you don't have to, you know, eliminate everything. So why did that guy chase us like, you know, I'm gonna just freaking destroy you?
Hey, Commander. I've been put in a convoy. Safety in numbers, I guess. Anyway, we've got 6 vehicles. We're moving supplies up to another base.
This is that dopey scout again.
We've been instructed just to keep moving and get there as quickly as possible. And your job is to get
Units of
4 to 6
measurement?
vehicles
Bogus.
there safely. But, me and
Random
the boys
code I
will
could
hope
probably
to get
program a toaster.
all of us there alive.
This flavor text is
Don't know
pretty
if
funny,
you
but
know anything about this. Hope not, don't you? Scout out.
well, they really compare it to Command and Conquer. Left the camera on again. Compared to Command and Conquer, which takes itself, you know, quite seriously, and I mean, it's fine. It's a good, serious game. Oh, we gotta escort these guys, don't we? A convoy of 6 survivor vehicles is making its way to another survivor camp. Protect them as they travel and ensure that at least 4 of the 6 arrive at the other camp intact. This will not be pretty.
Receiving.
Ugh.
Alrighty then.
Is it weird to me that there's no map at all? What we all want in an RTS is an escort mission.
Moving.
Has anyone ever liked escort missions ever? Has there been? Let me put it this way: have any of you played a game where an escort mission was actually decent or good? I mean, I know the AI of the thing you're escorting is super important because if they're like, you know, running too fast, or too slow, whatever, it can be really tedious.
Alrighty.
I think for me, the escort missions where the thing you're escorting or whatever is basically invulnerable and you're like helping them in a mission or something, that can be kind of fun. But when you have to babysit them, it is like the worst thing ever.
Yes, sir. Moving. Moving. I'll take.
I could probably use the trucks as a bit of a damage sponge too. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's clearly took heavy inspiration from Command and Conquer, to say the least. I mean, it's its primary thing. And I think I dismissed it as another Command and Conquer clone, honestly, when I saw it back in the day. Didn't think too much of it.
I'll take.
Oh, I have rocket guys now. Thank goodness. Any scorpions here? The scorpions that need a rocket? I feel that they're gonna attack from behind as well when I move my forces up here. But that truck has probably absorbed as much as it's gonna.
Yes. Okay.
But it may work in our favor that they're gonna go for the trucks as much as they can. Frickin' Scorpion, I got missiles now.
Ready. Moving.
Oh yeah, take that Scorpion.
Alrighty then. Alrighty.
But yeah, there were so many of these RTS games from this era, right? I mean, I think what was the one you mentioned earlier, Mike, was the Dominion something. That one looked interesting as well, and some of these were really good, but they just kind of got lost in a sea of, you know, RTSs that all look kind of the same. Especially like this here. I mean, the game is fun, but would it have stood out to me back in the day? Probably not, because it felt like just another one. And on my radar then, I probably would want to pick up Dark Reign before I picked up this. This is the one I looked at in previews. I never ended up buying it until much later, recently, basically. Their hit ratio is not that great on those rockets, but they sure pack a punch. That's kind of what we needed, was rockets infantry here. Oh yeah, friendly fire. Lots of friendly fire. I feel like it's part of the lore of this game to let the soldiers, you know, get slaughtered quite easily. Oh. Lots of nice friendly fire. And I know you could probably like super micromanage your units to make them not like kill each other, but that sounds like a lot of work. Rather just unit block select them and let them do their thing. I'm there.
Yep.
I did like the music in the beginning, but now it's become pretty repetitive.
Yes, sir.
It tries to do a little bit of that Command and Conquer twang, whatever, but not enough. Well, all 6 trucks are still alive. Oh my. That's their splash damage here. Quite effective, too. This has to be like the last standoff, right? Oh, it's a freaking Scorpion on there. Bless it. That's gonna be it for...
Yes, sir.
Ah! I would have to consider it dead, because you guys need to mark faster here. That must have been the last, like, oh my goodness, from back 2. Crying out loud. At least they're doing damage to one that hasn't taken damage before, too, so that will help. missiles are very effective. But also splash damage. Yep, I just blew up one of my own guys there. Oh well. Wow. This game is pretty brutal. I'm not sure if they're expecting you just to be really good at... What? Escort missions. Just escort missions. And start from the beginning.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna split up half the
Yes.
group here to the front, and one half to the back, maybe.
Ready. Moving. Yes,
Oh
sir.
boy.
Yes. Ready. Receiving. Yes, yeah.
Really, who likes escort missions? Oh, there goes the bandwidth again. Hopefully it can catch up. It was so good, and then back to normal. But pretty sure it's the ISP at this point. I'll have to make the call at some point. And it's back.
Yeah. Yes. I'll take it. Yes, sir. Yes. Ready. I'll take it. Yes. Yes. Ready. Alrighty. Yes, sir. Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
escort missions.
Moving.
Like, I understand on paper you wanted to have, like, an escort mission because it's cool or something, but my goodness.
Moving.
I don't want my own units close to that rockets because they just so much splash damage.
Receiving. Moving. Yeah. Alrighty then.
Like, I'm not sure if splitting up like this is going to be better or worse, but I feel like I lost more trucks than I thought there. Like, where did they all go? I feel like something must have blown up at the end there. No, exactly. I don't think I've ever played an escort mission that was like, oh, this is a good time. They're throwing freaking grenades over here.
Yes, sir.
I
Alrighty.
don't know how you're supposed to beat this mission here.
Receiving. Yes.
I mean, I have the whole force that I feel that it's probably better not to break them up, but then also the splash damage from the rockets here are just annihilating my own units.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Moving.
maybe I lost at the end there because the
Alrighty then. Alrighty.
they came up from behind and really just
Alrighty
freaking
then. Receiving.
blew up several trucks or something.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Ready. I'll take it. Yes, sir.
They rocket launchers too?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Ready.
Walk right in there.
Yeah.
Ah, the splash damage.
Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Receiving.
Put some guns on the trucks, maybe? That would help. I think this is where the big army is coming, so I better move the...
Receiving. Moving. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yep, here they come. Missile guys, feel free to shoot anytime. Yeah, this is gonna be a fail. Oh my goodness, yeah, truck's over there. That's not gonna work. Oh.
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
Alright, well, splitting up did not work. That's confirmed. Whoa, what happened here? Sorry, the capture just went super wonky. Okay, that's neat. Try that again. What is going on here now? Okay then. That's weird. Anyway. Alright, so taking the whole crew here at the same time is apparently the solution to do. We just gotta move them back and forth a lot. It's not a lot of units. They probably should give me more. Would have been nice. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. The escort that comes to mind for me is the one, at least in Europe, was the Ford Escort Cosworth with 2-liter, 220 horsepower turbo 4, I think. The same engine that was in the Mercury XR4 Ti, whatever it was called here, I think.
Yes, okay. I'll take it.
Don't want the missile dudes to come in and... Is the emission of a map in this game seems really weird to me, right? There's no, like, mini-map at all. And that's making me have a hard time tracking targets and things coming from different angles.
Alrighty then, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes. Alrighty then.
Trying to use the buggies. It looks like they can shoot while they move, so I'm trying to use that to my advantage and not just rocket attack, because the rockets just really are doing so much splash damage. That's a problem. There's a like a racing video, Getaway in Stockholm, 3 I think, and they used a Supra and a Ford Escort, both boosted to about 450 horsepower, and it's quite something to listen to. Well, I was doing my micromanaging now and just lost like half my units here, so... Some Scorpions. Am I gonna have to like mini micromanage my units here to make it through this map?
Yes. Moving. Alrighty then. I'll take you. Moving.
That was effective. Use excessive force. It's super effective. Trying to clear this out before they attack or get there.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Where to, in some scenarios, it actually
Receiving.
like drops the group here too. Oh, it ran him over. There you go. It's also very effective. Yeah, there's that part. I think that's going to be less likely to get a gasoline car here, or ICE, as it were, and more likely to go with electric. I mean, this is kind of the way things are going, so... I'd like to get solar panels, too. It feels like it would be a perfect thing to have solar panels, electric car, and just kind of offset your entire transportation costs, basically. Or where are those jerks here that are going to come attack us?
Yes. I'll take it.
Oh, Jesus. Probably should have waited for them to walk over here. Oh, that was a bad idea. Yep, I'm toast. I do not know how I'm going to beat this mission. That's ridiculous, because they're attacking from there now, too.
Yes, sir. Moving. Alrighty then. I'll take it.
How? Just how?
Yes, sir. Alrighty then.
I never, again, any escort mission just sucks, like, all the fun out of it and just like trying to keep these things alive. Yeah, it's hard to describe how much like living in Sweden, like how many like, you know, Saabs and Volvos and whatever. Just, you know, that was the thing. So there goes one truck. Let's get the next one. Yep, there goes that one. And that one. I have one guy left. I really don't know how to beat this mission here, because there are so many enemy units. Stop blasting our own truck. There it goes. Boom. Wow. Open to suggestions, but otherwise I'm not sure how to do this one. Like, cheat my way through this one or something. Are there any secret caches of units hanging around here, or like someone that can help me? Yeah, it gets more and more expensive, so we'll end up in a post-apocalyptic future where we're sending derricks to get oil, I guess. The thing that I'm struck by in this game is not like the volume of units you fight. It's just insane. The amount of enemy units that you're fighting constantly. There's just so many. So many. Yeah, I guess so. I'll try and stay in the middle as much as I can. I'll try to clear it out, but I guess I'll hang with the convoy and see what happens this time. Rolling down the convoy. I like to kind of place myself right where the convoy's going and... Yes. Alright, Bruce, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one, and see you later. Yeah, the internet's still dropping out into the thing, so this point is pretty much has to be the ISP. So I have to open a ticket with them and like get the typical like, have you restarted the modem? And it's inconsistent when it happens, right? So trying to... Oh, there's a freaking spider there attacking the truck. Yes, drive into the rockets. That's what is so annoying with AI like that. Like, the units have splash damage, and the other units will drive right into the line of fire and explosion. At least 2 vehicles there got hit pretty hard, because they drove right into the rockets. I think that's the thing that, like, I wish that the unit AI individually had, you know, enough cloud not to do that kind of stupid maneuver, excuse me. Oh, man. Nope. Where we live, there's fiber like one neighborhood over and then one neighborhood behind us. And they might bring it here. I'll put the Google Fiber, you know, interest thing. But they were pulling new fiber not too far off. So I'm hoping... I just run him over. Oh, that truck's pretty bad already. Oh, don't drive an explosion. God, it takes so many hits. So I'm hoping that eventually we'll get fiber here, but right now, no. It's just one provider, the cable provider in this area that you're well aware of, and that's it. So we have our highest tier internet, and it was fine for a long time. And then at some point, they were digging up the roads further up. And we saw a lot of their trucks around. All of a sudden, I mean, we had just... What will happen is my up speed will randomly just tank. And that's what's causing me to drop out on stream, so... Left truck is toast. I'm toast. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I put my interest on there, and if I can get Google Fiber at some point, that'd be fantastic. As a content creator, having like a gig up would be amazing. Well, that little ambush here wiped out my entire force. Yeah, I can probably try. And yeah, now we have nothing else. The first time I encountered those, they did pretty well.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
Are there any cheats here that we could use? Because this is so annoying.
Okay.
I am willing to cheat on this level to get past this, because it is just excruciatingly boring. Oh, look at this. It's like I tried multiple approaches, so it's not like, you know... Alright. That's it. Want some cheats here now. Do they have any cheats? It's a unit editor. No. Yeah, there's no built-in cheats, it look like. Unless I'm missing it. Ah, oh well. Yeah, it looks like editors, basically. Yeah, hex editor. So, we're gonna grind our way through this mission over and over. Man, who designed this mission here? I might try one different approach, and that is to have all the units like this, with the missile guys bringing up the rear here, because I don't want them to splash damage my units. But I can bring them in for heavy units when the need arises, and then I'm not sure what to do about that huge, like, group there, so... It's really too bad that Volt seemed like it was a great car, really. I mean, it was the electric car for the masses, right? So. At this point, if I have a good encounter, I might save mid-stage, so I have to redo the beginning again. So much damage. But yeah, the missiles of the rockets seem to be doing more damage, or hurt me more than they hurt the enemy, basically, so... Yeah, and that's a, you know, basically full-size sedan, right, so... I can try. I don't know what the force move command is, but... Did that do it? I think it did, but... Like, you know that at least Toyota is going to last probably for a long time, and they have a very, very proven, you know, hybrid drivetrain, so... used in millions and millions of vehicles. I feel like this is a quite a difficult mission for being so early on in the campaign. I've found so far this game is definitely on the steeper difficulty curve side of things. Unless unless they want you just to learn where everything is.
You ready? Alrighty then. Okay. Yep. Receiving. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Alrighty then. Yes.
There we go. Yeah, I can't run those over.
Okay. Receiving. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm receiving. Alrighty then. Yep.
So I'm gonna see what happens now. I'm gonna try with that big cohort and use my.
I'm listening. Receiving. I'm listening. Yep. Ready.
I can't even multi-select. I have to like drag a box.
I'm listening. Yep. I'm listening. Ready. Alrighty then. I'm listening. Yep. Ready. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Ready. Moving.
Let's see if we can do this.
Yes. Yes. Moving. Yep. I'm there. Yep. I'm there. Yep.
Can't really fine control them, but oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Of course, I forgot about this stuff here. For Pete's sake. Boy, I don't know if we're gonna beat this one.
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
Receiving.
This is brutal. Yeah, now they're attacked from the back too. It's like I must be missing some like key strategy here, right? Somewhere. Is that a truck? I think so. I'm at a loss. I really am at a loss. I do not know how you're supposed to fight off so many at the same time. The best luck I've had so far was just like, you know, putting entire units and like just winging it. Yeah, I can't like target the enemy to drive over them. He just kind of drives around, but the problem is that there's so many of them there that they have enough firepower to literally just wreck my units. I may have to, yeah.
Alrighty then.
Just save each little mini encounter and just keep grinding, I guess. I don't know how else to get through it. Because like at the end there are so many units. It's insane. That's the thing, if there were less units on the map, I don't think it would be a problem, but it's just that there's so many.
Okay.
Won't drive into it.
Moving.
We're gonna save scum after every single one, so. No, I don't think so. Convoy 6 survivors vehicles making its way to another survivor camp. Protect them as they travel and ensure that at least 4 of the 6 arrive at the other camp intact. Should probably giving you more units to accomplish this mission. Unless there's some secret area or base around here. I mean, if it all fails, I can just kind of take one turn and just kind of scout around and see what I can find.
Alrighty then.
Don't drive into... Oh.
Okay.
Splash damage. I'm gonna load because that was just like... I gotta keep the missile guys on the back because they hurt my own units so much.
Receiving. Alrighty then. Yep.
Sorry if I'm sounding frustrated because it is just like...
Yes.
It's almost better to just spread out a little bit because then it gets more time for them to
Ready. Receiving.
kind of dish out the damage or like disperse it, if you will.
Okay. Yes.
How much damage do those guys take?
Yep. Yes.
This feels like artificially difficult, or like they didn't playtest this level enough.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
What it feels like to me, so...
Receiving.
That's true, that is a point. Okay, why won't it do the control select now?
Yep. Ready.
Oh, I can't do the control select. Why can't I select these? Control 1. Nope.
Yes.
Control 3.
Yes, sir. Moving.
Oh,
I'll take it.
too busy messing around.
Okay, receiving. Yes, sir. Yes. Ready. I'll take it. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Lost an entire truck there.
Moving. Okay. Yeah. Receiving. Moving. Yeah.
I'm
Receiving.
not sure I'm going to save over that one.
Yeah. Moving. Receiving. Alrighty then.
I have a technician I could repair. That'll be handy.
Yes. Ready. Alright. Yes,
I
sir.
wonder if there's some other strategy about going up on the ridge or anything, but it seems like all the units always attack, so
Moving. Ready.
there's no, like, avoiding any of them going for the convoy. They all seem to just always go for the entire convoy.
Yeah. Ready. I'll take it. Ready. Yes. Yeah. Consider it dead. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Receiving. I'm there. Yeah. Ready. Moving.
Seems I want the missile guy, so I'm going to try and save here and see what I can do.
Yeah. Ready.
I'm going to try and have the missile guys
Moving.
take care of that big horde of people coming, because the splash damage from the rockets is pretty good.
Ready. Receiving.
I'm going to have the other guys protect the convoy, but if that truck could just wait a dang second.
Yes. Ready.
God dang it, Bobby.
Alrighty then.
No, go for it. I'm open to anything to get past this level now. I'm not having a good time with this level for sure.
Yes.
They're not going to attack from the back, so if there is a specific hint for this one, feel free.
Yeah. Ready. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Already lost a truck. There goes all my units.
Yes, sir.
What a BS mission. I hate to say it, but it's like, it's just...
Yep.
This is ridiculous.
Yes.
Absolutely ridiculous. I can't get past this one spot here. So if there is a tactical thing I'm missing, or like I need to go in a specific spot, do let me know. Because, yeah, that, and then that, like, by the time I get to here, nothing, so... Come on, trucks, you can do it. Can you make it? No. Look at all the units coming, too. Yep, I will take any hints at this point. Besides, like, just trying to, like, maneuver them around or something. I'm not sure, but... I guess I can load. At least I'm closer.
Yes, sir. Moving. Yes. Alrighty then.
Take a few units to the west to get the base and build more units. Oh, okay, so you rush to the base.
Yes. Yep.
I have to block the trucks.
Ready. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yep. Yes. Alrighty then.
Don't hit me.
Yes. Moving. Alrighty then.
Can you survive another round? You cannot.
Receive, yes. Alrighty then.
Alright, that was pretty effective.
Yes, sir. Yep. Consider it dead. Ready. Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it dead. Yep.
Alright, guys, attacking the back too. My own missiles are wrecking everyone. The weird part to me is this in this stage, there's such a volume of units. Evening, monkey.
Consider it dead.
Yeah, they're gonna wreck that truck there now, too.
Consider it dead. Ready. I'll take it.
More units.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. Consider it dead.
Oh, we're still alive. Hopefully no one else attacks the convoy now. We got 4 trucks. Whew. Oof it. That better be the last one, or we're just owned. Anything else attacks now. Yeah. Single unit attack. Oh my goodness. Just like that. Really?
Consider it dead.
We made it. If they're gonna wreck the things now, then
40, sir. Yeah, moving. 40 for duty. Moving.
even monkey. I don't really like as far as rating the game. It's like if I'm gonna give it a score or something. You mean, or oh, they're gonna blow that truck up now. It's over, isn't it?
40 for duty.
Yep. Flippin' hell. So that is one option then, to rush to the left there, because I mean I was close. But now with that tail there, right? I don't think I can make that back there with that tail. Right? Yeah, there's... I mean, I am the base now, but I'm not going to be able to protect it, so... So, blocking the trucks as much as possible, and rushing to this side then, right? And then you can start cranking out units to come from the left is the idea. We can try that. I don't have much to lose, so... Also right. So,
Yeah. Alrighty then. Receiving, yes. Yeah. Yes. Receiving. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Ready. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Yes. Ready. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Ready. Yes. Moving.
all right, motorcyclists, let's do this.
Alrighty then.
It's I do like certain aspects of it. It is really cool in the sense that this looks like a very much like Command and Conquer. Oh my goodness, I was trying to drive around you guys, not.
Alrighty then.
I thought this game had good unit AI.
Alrighty then. Moving. Yes.
I'm gonna try and use the motorcycle guys now to see if there's any units standing right in the middle of the road.
Yes.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Alrighty then.
At least they're following me, I guess. And trucks.
Yeah. Yes. Receiving.
This will end very poorly.
Alrighty.
Unless they rush to base and follow me, I guess. So those are following me now.
Yes.
We're gonna try this anyway. Although this did not work out as planned.
Yes. Ready. Moving. Moving. Yes. 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 Moving. Yes.
Ah! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Alrighty then. Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
don't stop.
Yes.
I wish I could hop around the map. I can't, like, save a waypoint or anything like that.
Receiving. Moving. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Moving. 40 for duty.
Oh,
Yes,
fudgesicles.
sir. Duty. Yes.
I couldn't, like... If I could hop around quicker between the units, this would have been easier. But it is a viable strategy, at least.
Yeah. 40 for K.
Now I can start cranking out units here to help out with the...
Yeah. Moving. 40 for duty.
Well, there's units right there, too.
Receiving. Yes. 40 for duty.
Really?
Yep. Okay. Yes. Reporting for duty.
Oh, they blew up one truck.
Reporting for duty.
It's fine. I got 5 more.
Yes. Yes, sir. I'll take it. Reporting for duty. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Well, the strategy has merit. However,
Yes. Yep.
may have just executed better than I did.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
I think we're still kind of in business here, so...
Alrighty then. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
I'll survive that huge onslaught coming here at the end.
Moving. Moving.
Whew. Oh, here we go.
Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Yep. I'll take it.
Yep, that Scorpion. Rockets. Oh, and they're coming from the back, too. So many units.
Yes. I'm there. I'll take it.
I think we're in the clear, maybe? No, there's more units coming here. Missiles.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Yep.
Yep, shoot rockets next to the oil. I think that's it.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Oh, no, they're attacking here now.
Okay.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, I noticed. Thank you very much.
Ready. Yes,
Do
sir.
we
Yep.
rush our way through this level, maybe?
Reporting for duty. Receiving.
Can you shoot that guy, maybe? Please? And thank you.
Okay. Receiving. Moving. Reporting for
Oh, my word. What's that down there? Tech bunker.
Yep, I'm there. Yep. I'm there. Yep.
I don't know how you get up there, but
I'm there.
more units coming. I'm out of cash.
Receiving. Alrighty then.
But clearly you're made to make it here, because otherwise why would they have the base here that gives you money, right? So,
Receiving. I'm there.
stragglers. How are our trucks looking? Alright. And we got one to spare, too, so if the back one explodes, we still make it.
Yep. Moving.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that when missions go to that level, like that, like, yeah, there's some accomplishment in making it, but at the same time, as a kid, I would have just
Receiving. Yes.
been frustrated. Maybe more frustrated, I don't know.
Yep. Ready.
Drive.
Consider it. Yep. Consider it. Okay.
Ugh. Made it. That was really about a seat of the pants there. A seat of the pants for a while.
Like the beach, Commander? I did. But now there's not much left to
Like the
enjoy.
beach.
So we're going
No more
fast.
escort
Take a
missions.
look at your display window. As part of our big offensive push, we want you to
Mutated
take this
seagull
beach.
presence,
Establish
nil.
a base there,
Half man,
build it
half
up,
gecko presence,
and
normal.
go. The mutants.
Possibility of teenage beach movie on production on Beach Nil.
Freakers on the beach. If we stick to that, then maybe one day we can all build sandcastles again.
I mean, I like the flavor text there, but it's flying by so fast, it's hard to see. Is this just a build mission? Please let me just be a regular build mission. And give me a turret. I'd say, again, I mean, the game is definitely not bad. I do like it. I just finding it difficult to be
Moving.
quite something.
Yeah, alrighty then.
I have a research lab now, and there's enemy units right away. I haven't even got them, like, found a resource collector yet.
Ready.
It's brutal what it throws at you. That's the biggest thing, I think.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Moving. I'll take it.
I'm trying to focus now because it's just like there's no respite at all. Just like bam. Yeah, I did stream that a long time ago. That is definitely a fantastic game. Another power station right away.
Ready. Alrighty then.
It is a really, really good game. Dune 2000 is one of my favorite RTSs.
Yes, sir.
Because it kind of takes everything about Dune 2 and then just, you know, enhance it so much with the kind of like the Riddler / Command & Conquer Gold engine.
Construction completed.
It was pretty, you know, not accepted very well when it came out, because it wasn't anything new, right? But I always liked it, so... I did stream that a long time ago. It was probably 2 years ago now. Yeah, probably 2 years, my goodness.
Ready.
But still a great game and holds up, so...
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, exactly. I remember, again, being received pretty flatly, like, you know, oh wow, it's, you know,
Reporting for duty.
it's just, you know, Dune 2 again with a fresh coat of paint, and that's all it was needed.
Yes, sir.
Because it had all the Westwood trappings, like, you know, with FMVs and, you know, all the stuff that you like from Dune 2, just enhanced with the, at the time, modern Westwood stuff, so... But yeah, I would say for this game here, which of course, yes, it, you know, it very much looks like Dune 2000 in that sense. It's very brown. Can the
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
perhaps I want to build more tech units. I do have to build base defenses.
Reporting for duty. Yes.
I could just build some frickin' like turrets of some kind. That would really help.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Yeah. Yes. Reporting for duty.
Maybe they're trying to do more like, you know, they're kind of like nomads. And oh, for
Yeah. Okay, yes. Okay.
look how little damage they do there. Oh, it's a war elephant. Of course, why not?
Receiving.
I thought the scorpions were bad. Now we have elephants, I guess. Yeah, I think the biggest thing with this game is I wish the difficulty wasn't so bad. Like the units they throw at you are just so many. I wish they would cool down a little bit on the aggressiveness of the AI and stuff like that. So
Ready. Yes.
in that research lab, please give me a turret of some kind. It will make me very happy if I could have a turret.
Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Alrighty
Because
then.
these act like turrets a little bit.
Ready. Yes.
Yes. Lots of oil here, at least.
Construction completed.
What did that give me? Anything?
Research started.
Oh. Okay. Research the outpost? Okay. Did something then. Guess you can upgrade buildings. Okay, move back, please. Yeah, there's no difficulty settings that I found, at least. It just, what you see is what you get, and what you get is pretty difficult. But I can stack up with a rocket infantry up on this ridge here.
Reporting for duty. Consider it dead. Moving. Ready. Yep.
But yeah, it's just relentless of what it sends at you. Oh, I can build a flamer now.
Yes. Alrighty then. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
We'll see. We're probably not going to finish this mission. But it feels like you gotta, like, on these levels here, you gotta, like, bum rush, or, like, just build a huge army.
Yes, sir.
That elephant can take a beating, apparently. Is that a defense turret? Oh, it's a turret. It's a tower. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yep. Ready. Yep.
It may not be the, you know, decisive thing, but I just want something stationary that can just keep doing damage.
Yep.
The guy in a machine turret there.
Okay. Yes.
I'm not sure how much damage it's gonna do, but I'm gonna put a lot of these here if I can, but it doesn't look like I can.
Ready.
I'm still confused on the building radius, like where can you put stuff?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, that's almost... There we go.
Ready.
Doesn't do much damage, but it's something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's almost no damage. We need a lot of turrets for it to be effective.
Ready.
That does help. I see the technicians to repair it, too. I have to move up on that position there to get that oil spot there. Yeah, they had some real firepower on the elephant.
Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Reporting for duty. Excellent. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Yeah. Yes.
Crank out units fast, and that's what leads me to believe that this game expects you to just be spitting out units like non-stop.
Moving.
You're kind of washing through units really fast, like a lot of them, so...
Ready. Moving. Alrighty then. Yes.
Yes.
Building ready then. Repair. Receiving. I'm listening. Yep.
Did that consume the technician to repair the building? Wow. Pretty hardcore.
Receiving.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Consider it dead.
There we go. Can those reach? Because that's the question. Can those shoot the turrets without getting hit? Turrets certainly help.
Yes, sir.
Although I'm not sure you're going to be able to withstand this.
Consider it dead.
Wow. Just like, I have barely gotten a chance to like catch my breath on this level, and you get attacked immediately. And I think that's, again, for me, so far, it's by far the biggest detractor of this game. It's just the insane difficulty curve here, and how aggressive you have to be.
Yeah. Ready.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
Receiving. Alrighty then. Yeah. I'm there. Yep.
The tech tree isn't that deep either, unless I have more upgrades I can do now. I don't think so. Guess they haven't given me everything yet. I got some more units to see if we can push up to that little spot there, I guess.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Yes. Reporting
But
for
as a
duty.
kid, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, when you were a kid, you had the one game, right? That you were playing, and that's what you were playing. But I'm not sure. I would have been a little disappointed in this one because the difficulty is so high. Compared to Command & Conquer and Warcraft and stuff, they seem to have like a more of a, I'm not gonna say plotting, but they give you some time to breathe. This one's just like, wham! It feels like a skirmish match against a difficult AI, right? Where they're just relentless. That's kind of the vibe I get from this, so.
Receiving. I'm there. Yep.
Also doesn't do like it selects the turrets there for my units, but oh well. Oh wow, that's just like a gun turret. Okay. Wow. That rapid turret there is just wrecking us. Look at that.
I'll take it. Yes, sir.
It seems to me that the key here is just to spam units like crazy. Oh good.
Reporting for duty. I'll take it. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I'm out of cash. It's just relentless.
Consider it dead. Okay.
It does feel like it gives you a little respite pretty quickly once you kind of knock out a little base or something.
Yes. Alrighty then.
I gotta, you know, fight for every inch of terrain, I guess, so.
Reporting for duty. Ready. Moving.
See if I can build another outpost up there. How does the outpost work? No. Trying to get more oil going. I just figured if I can capture more oil spots, that might help, so. And you'll need to, of course, when you run out of resources there, too, but... We'll play for a little bit more, but I'm not sure we'll be able to finish this mission. We'll see if we can kind of steamroll everything now, if we get a faster economy going here. Like, I still don't understand the build range. Like, what can I build where? I'd like to build a power station up there, but I'm not sure what would let me do that. I can only seem to build close by. Really?
Yes, sir. Consider it.
Attack it! Standing right there for crying out loud.
Yeah. Consider it dead.
I would love to consider it dead, but... Scorpions? Oh, no, I'm not... Nope, nope. I'm not going near that thing.
Receiving. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yeah. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Don't come closer. I'm watching you.
Ready. Alrighty then.
Don't come closer. Or look at what all these different bars actually mean or do, because I've just been kind of winging it, so feels like at a research level or something, but... And they're gonna try and get that. I guess they're wasting resources on it, at least. Nope, denied. Those turrets were horrible. This is what I wanted all along, just to have some turrets that can, like, auto-attack as they get close. You know, I don't want to have to babysit a whole bunch of units to move them around. I just want to be able to, like, you know, destroy anything that gets too close. Kind of. At least help off. Oh my goodness.
Okay. I'll take it. Yes, sir. Moving.
Sort of.
Ready. Alrighty then.
As you can kind of place stuff without worrying that you just kind of auto-build from there, so that's nice. But the turrets you can place really anywhere, it seems like, or at least close to any building, versus the bigger buildings can only be placed close to the outpost. They have to build another outpost, like, closer up, maybe? If we build another outpost here, can I then build more stuff further north?
Yes, sir.
Really? My goodness, those war elephants are horrible. Wreck stuff.
Yes, sir. I'll take it. Okay.
Yeah, this is relentless. Pull back! Within range of the turrets. That's the thing with most other RTS from this era, you're used to be able to, like, kind of crank out at least a certain kind of base unit. It doesn't look like this game has that. It's very much like rock, paper, scissors, and units that are effective are really effective. Like there, like I had a unit and it was gone in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Shredding your defenses like it's paper, you know?
Reporting for duty. I'll take it. Ready. Yep. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Yeah. I'm there.
Good. Because you're not here.
Yep. I'm
I
there.
press the offensive just because I can.
Yep.
Or not because I can, but I want to try and see, because they just wasted an assault force there, so...
Receiving.
And they have another one ready to go.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
Wow, those turrets are horrible.
Receiving. I'm there.
Whew. Yeah, and that's the thing, I don't think my brain can handle the amount of micromanagement this game may require. I assume you have to basically balance different units around, selecting groups specific to whatever you're attacking, making sure you have the right type of unit attacking the right kind of enemy, you know, that kind of stuff. I think that's just too much for my brain to handle. I keep blowing off his Derek at least, so... Sorry, Derek.
Ready. I'll take it. Okay.
Come, Scorpions.
I'll take it. Moving. I'll take it. Moving.
If feels very much like a guerrilla tactic game, and they want you to kind of like run back and forth. I got that vibe, so. Alright, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later. Look at that, I have... Oh, I can build 2. That's right.
Reporting for duty.
A mixture of units, I guess, so...
Reporting for duty. 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 Reporting for duty.
I don't think I can build a rocket unit yet, though. Maybe I need this one first. We'll see. I'll build a flamer.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for
You
duty.
can crank out units fast in this game. I'll give it that.
Reporting for duty.
Doesn't seem like to be almost an upper limit.
Ready. Moving. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Yeah, those turrets are horrible. Bad turrets. I think that looks like the only base. So if I can get a strong enough force attack from both sides, we might be able to finish this mission out, I guess, but...
Consider it.
He's still trying it. They really don't like when I do that, though. I feel like that's every time they attack.
Ready. Yes. Yes. Ready. Moving. Yes. I'm there. Receiving.
There we go. I was hoping the AI would get stupid and try and, like, attack an inner target or something.
Consider
Those
it.
elephants, my goodness.
I'm there.
Alright, that knocked out an elephant. Maybe we can take out one of these turrets. Maybe? Or infantry good against those, maybe?
Yep.
Now we're going to press the attack here.
Okay, I'll take it.
Whew.
Okay.
Well, they are not ineffective.
Receiving.
I mean,
Yes, sir. Moving.
well, it was good until everyone died.
Ready. Yep. I'm there.
I think that attack angle is going to be better. Oh, don't go that way. No, no, no. No, no. Not that way. AI pathfinding here is having a problem.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting
There's
for
no
duty.
scatter
Reporting for
button.
duty. Yep.
Um,
Reporting for duty.
like
Reporting, sir. Reporting for duty.
Command and Conquer has. You can press X to scatter the infantry, and that really goes a long way. Gotta get the explosion. Oh, this is gonna go well. We should knock that turret out because it's almost dead, so...
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Reporting for
Might be able to
moving.
go up here.
Moving. Reporting for duty. Moving.
Maybe. We can go behind the base here. Kind of attack it from inside.
Yes. Okay. Moving.
The alpha just exploded.
I'll take it.
There, we'll attack the resource gathering here for them.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yes, sir.
There we go. That might help a little bit.
Alrighty then.
Hollow out the base here.
Okay.
Strangle their economy.
Receiving. Yeah. Ready.
Time-honored tradition of kind of attacking from within.
Yes,
The
sir.
turret up there is not good still, though.
Yes.
Denied.
Yeah.
Alright, we might be able to finish this mission out here, actually. We'll definitely need more units to attack the turrets.
Reporting for duty. Yep.
The base is still there for that.
Reporting for duty. Consider it dead. Receiving. Consider it dead.
The turret is horrible. Oh, I got some losses. No way around it, but once we knock those two turrets out, I don't think they have any defense left. If we knock that power in the back there, or the oil, then yeah. It seems to me like once you hit a certain tipping point, the AI just kind of shuts down. It doesn't do anything more. Like, look at that. The units are still standing there. I guess he's out of money to build anything, so...
Yep. Ready. Moving. Yep.
It seems like its primary defense is being insanely aggressive in the beginning. More explosion. But yeah, I think that to be really good at this game, I think you really got to micromanage it, like I mentioned earlier. And I think I'm just not up to par. It's not for that.
Okay.
Yep, flamethrower next to oil, no problem. Worked before.
Alrighty then.
Got to rock, knock that out and knock the other thing out.
Yes, sir.
We'll flamethrower that building, why not?
I'll take you.
Any more units around here? I don't think so. I'm sure there's a variety in the maps too, because now we've just been watching desert the whole time. Alright, I was not thinking we were going to make that one, but it seems like just, in general, it's just like brute force, crank out units as fast as you can, and try and like arrange all of them.
Like some others. One of those others just got himself in a fix. His regiment
As
was
quick as you
destroyed
can, and then
captured.
steamroll them, I
Intelligence
guess.
reports that he was most likely extracted from the area on your display, and we suspect he's been taken to a freaker camp somewhere around here. If they torture him,
Fondue
the
making,
freaks will
torture,
get out
flower
of that
arranging,
land. He
killing
must
more
be
people.
rescued
No way.
immediately. Then he'll have to finish his mission, which was to trash the base. And now,
Who loves
keep
kids?
him
Favorite
alive.
number, 3.14.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably not for that, unless they gave him a new unit. No. Boy, I think that was the Chrysler building there, actually. I mean, it's a cool game. Don't get me wrong. I think it's just, as you probably told so far watching me tonight, is the difficulty curve is making it hard to really enjoy. And many of the games we stream, I just kind of sit down like, yeah, I want to keep playing this. But on this one, I'm not sure I would keep playing it because it feels like a grind to get through these levels. The longevity of the game is just directly tied to just the insane amount of units they send at you. And it seems like the game is designed to be like grinding units out, them dying, and you send in more, wave after wave of men, right? So, I mean, not a bad game, but maybe not my cup of tea, even though I do like RTS games. So, but I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. Back again for streaming now. We'll figure out something for next week as well. Working on the next video. I think it was like you had like the missiles, the flame, and the machine guns. I think that was the kind of the thing, right? You had the SWAT units with the shotgun. They were effective against a certain thing, but every unit had some weakness. It seemed like the Scorpion was effective against infantry, and you had to use flamethrower against it or missiles. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how the rock paper scissors mechanics was there, but something was in play, and it was hard to see which ones were which. So anyway, but it's a fun game anyway to check out. I guess you can check it out. I guess they have a sequel as well, or the Extreme version. Extreme is on GOG, so that'll be the easiest way to play it today. But again, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm working on the next video, hopefully out here pretty soon. My target is before VCF Midwest, which is coming up here in about 3 weeks. So we made it through a few levels, including a escort mission. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks, Derek, for looking up the tips there. You can go dream about Derek's, I guess. So, Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see everyone next week. Good night. Scorpions.